Hello. All right, I didn't give myself a second to get up, ready. I was gonna listen to some music and then come out and do this. All signs, take what resonates with you. But I was like, you know what? I'm not waiting. I don't feel like waiting. So this is what we're gonna do. All right. This is how we're gonna do it. hmm We'll see when people find that we're active, and we'll start. I'll probably light up. So welcome in the one person, the one like, much appreciated. It's bright as shit in here. I'm going blind. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy this reading. All right. Let's see what we get. I love that these cards are large. I have big hands, like if you didn't know, bigger than my face. So I like the large cards. Welcome in and don't be bashful. Smash that like button. Do me a solid, would you? All right. Hello, Katie. Hello, Sassy. Hello, Moonwolf. What's up, Julie? I was so unprepared for this, but I kind of rushed jumping in. I don't even know if this monetized. If you guys are seeing ads, then it showed monetization, but I don't know if it did that. But I just kind of just let it happen kind of too. Oh, it's got ads. So it did monetize. All right, good. I wasn't sure. Sometimes you have to set that up, but sometimes it does it. It usually does it automatic. So typically. Anywho. Okay. I don't want to bend these. I barely use these. All right. I hope everybody's ready for the weekend. I hope you have a good weekend ahead of you. My weekend, it's supposed to rain all weekend. I'm not excited about the rain. And I'm going to get the coffee in me before we start, just so you know. I got coffee and Red Bull. So this should be a good one. Okay, here we go. Hello, Glimmer. Hello, Anna. What's up, Tracy? Now, I am going to say this. The video is take what resonates. So I obviously want you to take what may make sense, but I want you not to try to negate what may not make sense that could potentially happen, because that can happen too. If you decide to do that, you do. If you don't, that's all up to you. All right, here we go. Aries. We'll do you a little different. We'll do a little flippy. Why not? I want to see what you get. And we'll give you one more shuffle. All right. Here we go. All right. I should have got a pen so I could write down the timestamp. So it'll be that much easier after the video, but am I really going to do all that? No. All right. Judgment. Why do you have judgment in upright? What's going on with Aries energy? What is up with that? Oh, okay. You could have felt crossed, or you could have felt like somebody came towards you. What the hell? Some of you Aries could have felt like somebody came towards you to get what they wanted, and now you don't communicate with them, or you're at a distance with communication. Speaking, you guys are not speaking anymore. We don't talk anymore. Kind of energy. We'll see where this goes. Could have been. I'm just gonna put it out there. So far, it definitely could have been an air or water sign. Air or water sign. Death card. I don't feel like anybody wants to emotionally give birth to a situation. I feel like it flew out of, basically it's gone. It's out of the nest. It's not going to happen. We're not doing this again. Like kind of energy. No, you're not. Knight of Swords reversed. It's like, I don't want to do it again. I'm not willing to participate, whether it's you or them. That could be both of you harboring that same energy or feeling. Emotionally at a distance from it. Here we go. Shit. Did somebody get up, test a nerve? We're not going to take that out, but let's see what happens here. It does like to show its face though, because it just did twice. Here we go. All right. Show me something for Aries. Whatever's meant to resonate. The zodiac sign of Aries. Show me the business. Why are you here? I feel like you're more focused on your emotional well-being. Your emotional well-being is like what you're trusting in right now or trying to be straightforward with. And I don't feel like you want to be caught in like a weird situation that you don't have patience for. I'm so over the reading already. Holy hell. It's starting to really kind of come together a little bit better than I expected. That was a little faster than I was anticipating. I knew that bitch was coming. I knew you were coming, Temperance. Did you have a problem with a water sign? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You had an issue somewhere. That could have been an air sign, whatever that's about. Eight of Pentacles. It just didn't go anywhere. I feel like you became more preoccupied with knowing that you want to play in a different direction, or you just were aware that made more sense. Made more sense, or it made you feel more like it was the correct way to go towards a situation or leave a situation behind. Whatever. Here we go. Eight of Cups reversed. You're not emotionally attached to it. Queen of Swords. Ha! Oh shit, Aries. This tells me you may not be emotionally attached to it, but you may have wanted that last fucking word. Or I feel like it's like you wanted that last word. I don't know if you got it, you didn't get it, what the fuck happened, but I feel like you wanted that last word in that situation. God damn. Here we go. The Tower, the Emperor. Conclude. Explain. Two of Swords. You might have had to make a decision. It's probably going to show walk away cards. Let's see what it shows. Just to take your emotions away from it and not worry about things that didn't work out and not feel like it was almost like you couldn't feel distracted about a situation that didn't make sense or feel like it was going to work out. Straight up, the Tower with the Emperor reversed. I feel like you just had to say no, or if you felt like it was nonsense, or it almost gives me this energy where emotionally I couldn't participate or I wasn't willing. The Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, the Ten of Wands. The struggle is real. You didn't trust it. You didn't trust a bitch. Six of Cups. I feel like you just decided I'm moving on and I can't carry this anxiety or the frustration with me. No longer, kind of like sayonara, see you later kind of energy. Here we go. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Aries. Resonate for Aries, please. Two. Some of you wanted to go towards a new direction, or you didn't feel like things were meeting you halfway, or the person was really discovering or trusting who you were. I feel like this is both energies. I get the energy. It wasn't just you. I feel like you both weren't really. It almost feels like you ever get that energy where you try to work with somebody, but you guys just can't seem to find that happy medium. That's what it feels like. That Four of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. It feels like both parties were unwilling to justify like an equal balance. Look what came card out. The balance card. Oh, tell me I don't know what I'm doing. I dare you. Here we go. Yeah, I barely had any coffee, but I asked for a lot of sugar in that bitch. Here we go. Let's go. Knight of Cups. Some of you may have offers if you decide to move. I get the energy where I should tell you, if you decide to move, participate, play with the offers of love situations, they could be a strong potential for you. They could be a really solid investment kind of energy. Here we go. Show me. And you know what's crazy? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the only card that wanted to flip around. Not the Magician, bitch. The Lovers. What do you know? Three of Wands. Are you going to work with this? I want to know. You tell me either in the live or in the comments after the video. Are you willing to participate, to fall in love again, to put the work and effort in? Only you're going to know if that's what you want at the end of the day. Ace of Pentacles. It tells me you haven't really initiated. I feel like you haven't went after these obstacles or exuberated the power of transformation, change, acceptance, direction. A lot of direction energy here. Here we go. Show me something. King of Wands reversed. Nine of Wands. You might have felt guarded, or like when it comes to getting balance or playing with it, you just felt like it wasn't going to make sense. It wasn't going to be the proper investment, or I just don't feel like I have time to fuck with it kind of energy with this Nine of Pentacles. That person's like, nope, I'm going to work and focus on what's good for me. Fuck everything else. The decision was made. Whether you said it was, didn't say it was, I feel like that's where your passion lied. And I feel like that energy has stayed there. It's almost like, look at this card. I feel like not only is it something of you having the acknowledgement, the wisdom of the situation. Do you see the board in front of him? You know those games that we used to play as kids, or maybe when you were whatever age you were, where it was like the little ball and you would have to try to like shake it and get it to go into the fucking finish line. You couldn't get it to find the fucking finish line because it never worked. Or it would never, it was made to, it was rigged kind of energy. I feel like you're aware of that. Here we go. What else do you have for Aries? You may have, This just tells me you got sick and tired of being upset with shit. This tells me you were like, I'm so sick and tired of shit upsetting me, taking away my happiness, or not working with me, or corresponding with me correctly. It just feels so fucking unhealthy. I don't like it. You have this, I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't want to deal with the energy. 10 of Cups reversed. And I feel like you became very aware of it to where it became very easy to know I cannot trust a goddamn situation person outside of anything right now, because I feel like it's just stabbing me, or it's not bringing the stability that I want. It's not showing me the manifestations that I want to see transpire, grow, happen. Wow. Here we go. Knight of Pentacles. It does tell me some of you are on the fence with putting in the work. It's a little undecisive, emotionally willing to open up to it, but you're still taking your time trying to like amplify it. It's almost like you know that. I think you do know that. I think you're going to start putting work towards it. You are. You are. I feel like the losses you've had, explain. The times you've spent alone, the times you've kind of went within, have kind of let you recognize I've been alone long enough. Let me explain this. So the Six of Swords and you starting over here to the Five of Cups, you being on your own or alone and separated, doing your own thing for a while with that Seven of Wands energy, trying to trust your inner knowing or judgment of being excluded from love situations, not adapting to them. Eight of Swords, not putting in the work or effort towards them or letting them mentally fuck with you, kind of knowing that that's what you needed, peace of mind, saying I'm not going to invest in situations that feels like it's, I almost want to say like I feel, I don't want to feel trapped, suffocated energy. Here we go. I'm going to become strong and I'm going to work on everything outside of this. Why? Because I've been hanging in that energy for too long and that funk isn't doing any justice for me. I feel like you're aware of that. Three of Cups reversed, Ace of Cups. It's not bringing in anything that feels like it's worth connecting with, or it just hasn't, it almost feels like the influence hasn't been put in front of you, or you haven't put the effort to go towards it, the work. And I feel like some of you are starting to identify with that heavily. Last two cards, see what you get. Seven of Chariot, moving and not letting your thoughts get in the way of where you're going to move or what you're going to do next. And I think that's probably the smart outcome for Aries right now. Let's give you a little bit more before we move on. I just want to see if I can get anything else. Here we go. Uh-oh. See what we get for you. How is everybody? That was a hell of a speed read for Aries. I kind of had to do that. It just felt like natural. Natural. Welcome in, Jill. How you doing, Zoe? Rosilda, welcome. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Aries. Whatever's supposed to resonate. 3 shuffles it is. You guys want to stay on the table? You're more than welcome to sit your asses right there. About 5 cards, maybe 6. I think it's 5. It's 5. So we're gonna take the first 2 on the top, first 3, and the other 2 on the bottom. Here we go. Let's see what we get for Aries. What is the message? Something that'll resonate specifically for the zodiac sign of Aries, please. What do you have? What do they need to see? Ace of Wands. Okay. I feel guarded energy. You may feel guarded, or you may have felt like you didn't feel like it was worth the passion or the investment. Wow, my fucking light just fell. Holy shit. Hold on a second. Let's fix that. There we go. You may have felt like the, and I didn't bump the table or nothing. It just was like, I'm tired of hanging in here. I feel like the passion wasn't, you give me a resisting energy. Some of you, it might have felt like you couldn't trust a situation and it mentally was easier just to just let it go, just not continue it. Like when we used to watch shit and it'd be like to be continued. You were like, I'm not continuing shit here. I'm not trying to be mentally screwed up or upset about it any longer. Show me something else. Why is this here? Clarify that card. Aries. I think you've learned that sometimes the things don't work out. It gives me this. I've learned. I've learned, and I've healed from situations that were upsetting or that weren't making sense. I want clarification on those two beautiful cards. Here we go. Explain that. What are you trying to say to Aries? Oh, there's so much. I'm gonna do it. I'm good. I usually won't, but I'm gonna do this because now you're looking at things in a different perspective. Now you're seeing things as what they can become. I feel like you're letting go of what has happened in the past and you're looking for the correct judgment in the future. Oh, I like this so far. What else is here? Queen of Wands. I don't feel like it's something you need to stress about. I think it's something you just need to take action and start with that Ten of Swords energy. I feel like you've already had the hardships. And I don't think you've played with taking the action or seen that it's there yet or going to happen. I want to see where this goes. Four of Wands, the Six of Cups. The biggest part of this message is, so some of you Aries, it's telling me you're ready to shift. You're ready to acknowledge being in. You're ready to get like tied down, what's up, baby? Kind of energy. You're ready to rock and roll. Is what it's telling me. I get the Ten of Swords to the Knight, the King of Wands, almost like an acceptance that you want to manifest something. Then it goes from what you want to manifest as a beautiful celebration. Here's the kicker. Don't focus on anything that upsets you. Because if you focus on anything you've already dealt with, you're not going to move forward like you're supposed to. That's my message for the zodiac sign of Aries. So I feel like you've come to that. I feel like if you turn the lights off of a vehicle and it went pitch black and you didn't want to move forward, kind of weird analogy for a relationship, but you didn't want to move forward and you would have rather drove in the dark on your own. Now the lights are on, baby. Kind of energy. Now I'm willing to put the effort in, or I'm willing to look for something I know I truly want to find, or is looking out for me at the same time I'm looking out for it, kind of energy. I do want to keep going for some reason. Eight of Pentacles. Put the work in. Done. We're done. That's what you get, Aries. Next zodiac sign. Here we go. Taurus. So a lot of Aries are ready to rock and roll with relationships. Now, if you come here and you're like, I'm not ready to rock and roll relationships, I hate everybody. Why the fuck are you watching tarot? Because you shouldn't be watching anything. You probably should be looking at the wall, painting the wall, watching it dry, doing your laundry, getting rid of the skid marks, whatever the fuck you need to do. Go to counseling, sing Kumbaya fucking ya. I don't know. But yeah, that was a little bit. We're not going to get into that. We're just going to do Taurus's energy. Whatever may resonate. Here we go. Taurus. Oh, yeah. Taurus. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Excuse me. I love that shuffle. One and done. Whatever's supposed to resonate for the zodiac sign of Taurus, please. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Good for you. Clarify this. Clarify it before I say anything. What do you got for Taurus, please? Temperance, emotionally. You come off like I need to accept that things aren't moving like I'd like them to towards love. I need to accept it, or I have accepted it. What? Here we go. They're not moving. Like, what is this? The Two of Cups reversed. You know it. You couldn't tell me you didn't know it. You couldn't pretend that you weren't aware of this. Temperance, the King of Cups reversed. I feel like when it comes to getting like the connection or finding the soul connection, the person that's going to make you happy, the person that you're not going to be able to get off your mind or thinking about why you're working or wondering if they're doing the same towards you. I feel like you're recognizing that has not been what's been showing up or happening yet. I'm going to tell you yet because I do feel like it may shift in this reading, or it's just the energy that it's showing that you may have been experiencing recently. I don't feel like that's been something that's had a lot of power over you, but I do feel like it's been a feeling that you try to hide. That's where I'm going with it. Here we go. Eight of Pentacles reversed. You may not feel like there's any energy around you that makes sense to commit to it in a relationship. You like the Judgment's reversed. Some of you could also feel like you haven't had any time to build towards it, any momentum moving towards it. Some of you may feel like, nope, Five of Swords, I'm so at a distance with a situation in love, or even going after it. Six of Pentacles, receiving the balance, recognizing it's in front of me because I didn't really respect what happened last, or you kind of give me this, I want to focus on something else energy. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe it's building up your, I feel like it's building up yourself, the Empress. For you to get the Princess and the Empress, I feel like it's you working on yourself, not wanting to feel restricted by love situations, still thinking about them though, or feeling them. This is somebody who's most likely not in contact with a lover. You're probably not speaking to anybody in a connection that's passionate and fiery. This to me says, hell no, you're not. Doesn't mean you're not feeling that you wouldn't want to see it happen. Let's go. Gotta flip it. Nine of Wands, 10 of Swords reversed, 10 of Cups reversed, the Four of Pentacles. I want clarification before I say anything. Show me something for that for Taurus. Make it resonate. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. So you don't feel any attention right now. I hate to say this, but Taurus could feel like they're not getting the love and attention and affection that they want. I fucking hate saying this, but that's what it's telling me. Oof. 10 of Cups reverse, 4 of Pentacles. When it comes to getting that stability or that nurturing effect or that, that condition of love and respect, that mutual bond, it's not happening. The wish fulfillment isn't here yet. I don't feel like it's been brought forward yet. I feel like you're waiting for it to arrive or receive the balance of it. Waiting for it maybe to rush in. Knight of Swords. Let's keep playing. Let's see what we get. What have you learned? That some experiences weren't worth putting your emotional effort in because they didn't make you happy, or they made you feel like I'm going to say you couldn't trust it, or it just needed to be behind you. There was too many obligations or too many factors of why I'm not dealing with the situation, whether that was a love situation or a family bound bullshit, because it's love or family bound bullshit is what I'm picking up for Taurus. Here we go. It could be a love situation or family bound bullshit. I feel like you've wanted to see victories. You think about the victories you could have as well, Taurus. Where are we going? You're not wanting to feel stuck emotionally, it's telling me. 7 of Wands, you may feel at a distance with making decisions on what you're going to do going forward. Some of you may feel like, how am I going to achieve what I want to achieve? How many of you Tauruses have been in that energy? I'll wait. Maybe I should count the crickets outside. I'll wait. If you're a Taurus, I don't give a shit if you're sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever. How many of you may feel like things aren't moving, or you're still trying to anticipate the direction that makes sense? I bet you that's going to hit for some of you. Here we go. King of Swords. I feel like you will figure out the action that needs to be resolved in this situation. I feel like you give me this, I'm indestructible and I'm not going to give up attitude, and I'm going to rush for the victory. I'm going to be the king. I'm going to handle the problem, but I don't feel like it's handled yet. I'm not getting it's handled yet. Some of you had to let go of situations that every time you tried to deal with them, it just made you feel like it wasn't something you could connect with, or it didn't really appreciate or trust you, is what it tells me either. Some of you have had this issue, and I don't feel like you have to be a sun Taurus. I feel like you could be a moon or rising. We've had this issue where it's like, bitch, I told you, you should have trusted me, but nobody wants to fucking listen or trust me. And I feel like Taurus is sick of that shit. Making sense to any Tauruses out there, sun, moon, or rising, maybe Venus. Here we go. Let's go. Prince of Wands. You probably got tired of fucking playing with the same bullshit, and you're like, I'm gonna get at a distance from it. I'm not gonna fucking drown. You know what? They can't see the value. I understand it for what it is, and I can't sit in that fuckery. I'm not gonna lie to myself, kind of energy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be caught like a deer, like a deer in the woods. It's about to get shot and murdered. I'm not gonna be the one that. I don't even get you don't come across like I told you so, bitch. You don't come across like that. You just come across like, why the fuck why the fuck aren't they wouldn't they listen? Why the fuck couldn't they understand? You give me that kind of energy about some shit. Here we go. Strength card revert. I feel like it tested your patience. Ace of Pentacles. This could have been work oriented or somebody close to you, is what I'm seeing here. Eight of Wands. I feel like you've strategically decided to move away from it and have no more emotional connection attached to it. Seven of Pentacles, she's looking away from all that shit. She's not investing in something that wasn't emotionally available for her. She knows better. He knows better. Let's keep moving on. Not taking the risks, not wanting to feel at a disadvantage with the situation. This may have happened over and over and over again, and it just fucking pissed you off more and more. Here we go. Until you said, fuck that, I'm not dealing with it. I'm cutting through the bullshit because I need to work on what I can see that's going to make sense. Why is this here? Some of you might have struggled with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There may have been a decision that it was like, why the fuck can't we make sense of a situation or speak clearly or trust each other? Why can't we move forward? Some of you, it's definitely water, fire sign. Water, fire sign, I'm over it. Could have been a water, fire sign energy around you. The only other energy, let's see who else wants to come to the table. If there's a third air sign, could have been a motherfucking Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Just gonna put it out there. Da-da-da-da-da. Some of you, it was another. It could have been a Capricorn or another Taurus. We're done. That's what I see for you. We'll see if I can get some more that makes sense to you. Here we go. Let's keep going. I feel like Taurus is like, back off, leave me alone kind of energy. Like, don't fuck with me energy. Not right now. I don't feel like you just give me this. I'm not going to tolerate shit energy. I'm not doing it. I want to see what you get. I'm just so curious. Here we go. Let's do it. Is this how are we doing? I hope it's hitting home with somebody. I'm not worried. Not at all. Here we go. Worry is a waste of time. Worry is a waste of a feeling. It magnifies more problems. Fuck that. There are times where it is necessary. And then there are times where it's not necessary in my book. Here we go. Let's do this. What else can we get for Taurus? Let's do it. Show me something for Taurus that may resonate or will definitely resonate. King, you ain't talking either to, you definitely may not trust an air sign or want a new beginning with one. Some of you may get truth and clarity and stay distance from a water sign. Some of you may actually meet a water sign, but you'll be wondering if you should put the investment in. Three of Swords to the Tower. Some of you are trying to accept change, but struggling to move forward or trust playing with, going away from entrepreneurship and starting over. Some of you aren't really seeing that judgment being something exclusively available to you in your general vicinity, whatever. Here we go. The Emperor. I just feel like you're not willing to work with. You just feel like I don't want to feel like something's going to rock the boat or make me feel like unappreciated or undervalued or misunderstood. You come up very strongly like that. Like, nope. Here we go. Show me something else, Taurus. Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, the Lovers. I'm going to tell you, some of you had to get away from somebody that you felt like every time you thought about a situation, it felt like the love was resistant or the communication sucked. It sucked. There was no wind being sucked out of you or that person because it was non-existent is what it's saying. Why is the Strength card here? I feel like you're going to start working on trying to make things make sense, taking better chances or being more precautious about the direction you work with or go towards. Because I don't feel like at the end of the day, you want something that's going to make you feel unhappy, unhealthy, or like you don't deserve a victory that would make you emotionally acceptant or available or a part of. You give me this, it's got to make sense. Hold on. Because the direction I see is the things of the past, they're gone. You've released what you see. But now you're being very like, you have this bold ass energy where it's like, nope, I've seen where I've been. I've seen what I've dealt with. I've seen what didn't work. And now I'm not going to get stuck in energy that I have no passion for, emotionally was unavailable. I'm going to cut that shit off because it didn't provide the balance I was looking for. I had to get away from it kind of energy. And I had to kind of respect that energy Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles. I had to work on my own, not let the upset or the distance emotionally, or the communication or the action of communication upset me. I kind of like I had to like forget about all the wounds, definitely all the wounds or all the scars on my heart. You give me this, I can't be scarred by a situation. I'm not going to be damned by anything because I'll leave that out in the cold. I'm not fucking with it. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Like I just said, you're like, I'm not playing that game. We're not doing that shit. I don't think you mold this over. I feel like this is a deep internal feeling that is boasting outside of you. And all you want at the end of the day is happiness. All right? True divine happiness. Potential love as well. Here we go. Show me something. Show me something else for Taurus, and we're going to move on. Anything else? What is the message? Speak up. Two of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Moon. I get the energy. You recognize what didn't work. You've been to positions that didn't make you happy, and you're over that. And now you're trying to figure out, well, am I going to trust moving towards it again? Yes. The answer is you will. You definitely will. Look at this. This tells me Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. You will move towards love again. It's just emotionally, it's felt like it's not been something showing up for you or manifesting to the existence that you would like to see the risks happen. The investment will happen. It's just you may have felt like at a distance or kind of like it's just not adding up or making sense at this time. Five of Wands, go to the bottom. I want the emotional stuff, but the past and the work and my emotional connection towards it and balance isn't showing up. It's taking forever, and I feel like it's getting to a point where you're like, well, I've let it be what it's got to be for now. So some of you, it's almost like an acceptance reading. Like I've accepted, I've endured, I've seen shit for what it is, and I gotta go. Gotta kind of like keep it. Like I'm not gonna keep trying to test the waters, especially with some shit you already dealt with. That's in the fucking trash can. That's definitely, I don't care if it's a dumpster, trash can, it's in the dumpster. It's gone. It feels like you would like to go forward, but at the same time, you don't give me a resistance. You give me a show me why it's worth it energy. Is it worth it? And why should I participate? Give me enough reason to make it make sense kind of energy. I don't know. That's what I'm picking up on you. Let's go. We're going to go to Gemini. Am I reading too fast for y'all? I hope not. I hope you're keeping up with me. Let's do it. Gemini. Let's go. I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna be kind of a little funny. Somebody writes, who is it? DMA3690. She writes, I wonder who's coming towards me. Nobody. Don't take that seriously. I don't know. I didn't try to psychically tell you the truth. I'm just having fun. All right. Maybe somebody. You're never gonna know, bitch. No. Who fucking knows, right? Yeah, let's just keep going. I could fucking tell you, but what's the fun in that? Oh, it feels good to be myself today. Let's go. I'm trying to get some laughs. I hope I didn't upset a person, but just being me, just having fun, just trying to live, just trying to survive. Oh shit, I don't think I have enough coffee. I definitely got some Red Bull for backup. Here we go. These things do not want to stay in my ears. I don't even have them on. I can't hear myself. I just like blocking out all the sound, and I got used to doing this. And these headphones sound excellent, but they hurt my fucking ears. I got little ear holes. Where are we at? Gemini, right? Let's do this. Let's see. Why so serious? Let's go. Whatever resonates for Gemini. Take what may resonate. What do we got for you? This one. Ooh, what? Clarify. Explain it. You got some explaining to do, Susie. Here we go. Your Chariot reversed to 10 of Wands to 6 of Cups. You almost feel up again. This gives me I don't feel like there is something that is just getting under your skin. And I feel like you don't know if it's going to work out or if it isn't going to work out. I feel like that you almost feel, you come off like you feel like you don't know what's happening. I feel like you're wanting to see things go in a positive, or you deep down, you really want that. 9 of Pentacles, but I feel like you're still, I feel like you're still trying to figure this out. Clarify it. Why does it make me feel like that makes sense? Like you may feel stuck, you may be sick of stress, you may be wanting to trust something, but emotionally you feel at a distance. You feel at a distance from it, like it ain't working out, or emotionally isn't investing in you. What just flew over my shoulder? I feel like emotionally you want to see a victory, but at the end of the day, it's the worst thing we can do is imprison our mind with bad thoughts or unhealthy thoughts. Don't go in that direction. Go towards the growth of situations, because I feel like something's put you emotionally down or made you feel suffocated with being yourself. And I feel like this has been an energy that's been going around for you for a while. And I feel like you need to put a little more work into decisions, or even being emotionally available for yourself, or feeling comfortable with situations that pertain around you. Something that pertains around you or has a lot of notoriety, or I feel like something feels resistant towards. I almost feel like you don't believe in a better outcome than what you deserve. And I don't feel like if you're having that feeling, you should be focused on that. I feel like you feel like something's going to fall. You're not going to get a victory. I feel like it's telling me how you're feeling. And I feel like emotionally, it's been draining the fuck out of you. I feel like you've got to focus on getting the lighter side of things. You can't get stuck on obstacles or problematic situations. If you don't get the answer or the investment you're looking for, it's not the fucking end of the world. It's not supposed to put you it's not supposed to put you down, because I feel like it's making you feel like you're getting zapped or pushed down. You're not feeling a part of a situation or feeling fulfilled. It feels like nothing's working in your fucking favor. And I feel like you're tired of trying to put action or play with it. I feel like you're sick of feeling anxiety or thinking of it, because it's not making you feel like anything's moving in a powerful, strong change direction. I don't feel like you need to be emotionally available to that. I feel like you got to be emotionally available to you right now. I feel like that will give you the balance you're looking for. That will take away from that suffocation feeling, or the feeling of mishap. There's some kind of mishap you feel, whether it's family, whether it's work. There's something, whether it's both. It could be both for some. Hold on. Show me something for Gemini. It's getting what you want, and feeling like you can be that swan and things can be stable. I feel like when it comes to putting in work or seeing the victories or success, you're tired. You give me this, I'm so fucking tired of waiting for solutions to arrive or to meet me where I'm at. Like it almost feels like it's so unbalanced that it doesn't make sense to want to go forward or know what to. You don't want to go forward energy, and I feel like that doesn't. It's not who you would usually be or what you usually would show the world. Something about what the fuck. Something I feel like has you a little at a distance with being emotionally acceptant or available with situations, and I feel like you know it, and I feel like you've got to disconnect from that. I feel like you've got to trust knowing that. I don't feel like you're supposed to sit in that energy, judgment, and the lovers. And I think you know that. I think you sometimes like readings will be about other people. I feel like some of this reading is about the situations that surround you, but a lot of this reading is about you. A lot of this reading makes me feel like you've felt like things aren't working out. You're sick of the stress, or you're sick of stress or being so strong. You feel like things aren't arriving the way they're supposed to, and it's upsetting the fuck out of you. 8 of Swords energy. I feel like it causes anxiety. Go to the bottom. You don't trust it. And it makes you feel unpassionate, or like it's going to resolve, or like you're fighting for a direction that makes sense. death. It's draining you. Don't let shit drain you. Work on not letting things upset you or drain you right now, because I feel like Gemini has that feeling. I feel like they feel like that. I feel like a year of 2025 that they thought was going to be phenomenal or better is showing them a lot of shit, and they're struggling with it. And the fucking crazy part is you could be either sex for this reading. I can tell right now without the tarot that this is definitely meant for women and men. I just feel like you're just like something's got to work. You have that strong, I need something to work. I need something to not make me feel like uneasy, very uneasy, or it's almost like I feel like you want to preoccupy with other thoughts, but there are thoughts that overpower those for Gemini, and you fucking know it right now. Does this make sense out there? I bet you it's making. I'm not a fucking Gemini. I don't even know if I got Gemini in my fucking chart. Maybe a very little bit, but I ain't got much fucking Gemini air energy up in my chart. So let me tell you something. But the way it's going, I feel like it's fucking hitting home. Let's go. You'll know if you're a Gemini, and it makes sense. Let's keep rolling. Show me something for Gemini, whatever's going to resonate. Show me a message for them. What's meant to resonate for Gemini, please? Why? And why is it reversed? You got a couple. You're not feeling centered or grounded or knowing what to trust right now. And a lot of it's really putting a lot of weight on your emotions. So if you've had an emotional pullback, whether it's investing in situations that you once trusted, I don't feel like you can trust them right now. I feel like you're trying to figure out how to come out of this funk or energy. I feel like you're trying to accept moving away from. It's almost like you need to accept yourself over situations outside of you that you may not have control over. I feel like that is a message Gemini should hear right now. That is probably the honorable thing I can say tonight for you. 8 of Cups. If something is making you feel like it's not going to invest in you, or it's not going to work or put the effort in you, say no, say goodbye, say la vie. King of Pentacles. Know your fucking worth is your reading. Don't let shit upset you. Fuck that bullshit. We're not here for that from that. And you're supposed to be the strong one on that scenario and say no. Close the noise down. And I feel like if something doesn't work out, it's not going to stop you from where you're supposed to go. That's what I like. I feel like the thing that's upsetting you is not seeing things show up the way you were expecting. When it comes to the emotions of being aware of the situation, I feel like you're wanting to invest in it, but then 9 of Wands, it feels like, well, what am I doing this for? Is it going to show stability, or is it going to erupt like a motherfucking volcano and make me feel uneasy again all over again? Am I going to have to rehearse this bullshit where I feel like I got to get away from something that I don't feel like is confidently the right direction? It's almost like something's upsetting you, and you know it's been upsetting you, and you're trying to cut free of it or get balance of a situation, or just not be upset about it anymore. But you feel like it's not. You give me this energy. I like. It's almost like you want to know the outcome, but at the end of the day, you think the outcome. Don't think the worst of situations, because if you do that, you're enabling the negative outcome. Doesn't mean you are doing that, but if you're doing that, you're not going to manifest the truth and clarity that you deserve. You may manifest what you're thinking. Let things happen, but also work with what you have to work with, and don't be afraid to let go of things. Don't be upset either emotionally about things that you have to, let go of, especially if it's almost like if it doesn't appreciate you or value or know your appreciation in the situation, the love, the business, whatever the fuck this is, there's no reason you have to sit there and be emotionally fucked up over it. Release it. You know what I'm saying? You will, and you'll move on. But you've got to trust your ability and your existence of who you are and what the fuck you have to offer. That's your reading. I just gave you the let's call you out reading. Like Gemini, I feel like you got to kind of, fucking give the world that little bit of a titty twister. Don't let it pull. You go to slap that bitch. She tries to pull your titty. You titty twist the world and say, no, bitch. This is how it's gonna go. I feel like Gemini might need to hear that right now. I feel like there may be situations around them that it's causing too much stress, too much tired energy, and a lot of anxiety. Because I could feel it while I was reading this. Probably very tired. probably eating more than you would like to. You're probably also feeling like you're like you're not getting solutions, or people aren't showing you that, you know, that you're a part of the solution. And it's making it easier to feel like, well, maybe I'm part of the problem. And no, fuck that thinking. Nobody should think like that. Okay? There's no good outcome thinking like that. And I'm not saying you are doing that, but that could be what it is. Or that could just be what you're going. I almost feel like, don't suffer. And don't let anybody make you feel that fucking way. It's not worth it. Be magnificent. You know what I'm saying? And value that in yourself, and be honorable to acknowledge that others may want to see that outcome for you. Nobody wants to see anybody be upset or feel at a loss or at a distance, vocally, probably emotionally, passionately. It's 301 reversed. When it comes to shit, sometimes it's better to acknowledge things. It's almost like if you have something that you want to work towards, but emotionally you're unavailable or don't know if you can connect with it or trust the situation or get balance from it, remove yourself, step back from it, and go back to it when you're ready. The Four of Cups and the Moon. Emotionally invest in you, and don't forget the strength. Don't forget where you've been or where you're going to go. As hard as that may seem before it happens, sometimes that's the solution you need to hear. Because I feel like you're stuck in this fucking energy of what's next? What bullshit am I going to have to tolerate next kind of energy? And I don't feel like it feels fair. It makes me feel like emotionally it doesn't feel fair. It makes me feel like 10 of Wands. It's been too much on your back or too much on your fucking plate. Ugh. I feel like it makes you also feel like you may feel like when it comes to going towards it, that it's not going to make sense to stay with, or it's going to, you may feel like it's struck a chord and you want to cut free of it eventually. You may be over it. It may have kind of, it may make you think about things down the road. So whether it's a person, whether it's a business, there may be a situation where you look at it and you're like, listen, I see what it did, and do I really want to go through this again, or do I want to look at my, or do I want to use my expertise of myself and look outward and not tell a motherfucking soul what I'm planning? Sometimes it's the smart aspect of life. You know what I mean? And you might be there or might need to do that. That's what I have for Gemini. Doesn't mean you're going to do that overnight. That feels like something that's going to be, that feels like Geminis are like, they're like a fucking, I can't say hula hoop. It's more like a fucking jump rope in the head. Like they just don't stop. It's like, it's like a squirrel sees a nut and the squirrel's like, squirrel, nut. And they'll just jump to the next thing. Their brain moves really fast, and they can talk pretty quickly most of the time. But I do feel like you feel at a distance from everything right now, and I feel like you're trying not to feel held back or unappreciated or undervalued. And I don't feel like it's been sitting well with you. That's what I've got for Gemini. Let's keep rolling. Here we go. What the fuck are we going to tell Leo when we get there? We're going to do Cancer now. Let's go. Cancer. What do we got for the zodiac sign Cancer? Take what may resonate and show us what can resonate. Let's see what we get for you. Show me the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Give them to resonate. Whatever can. Show us. No, we don't like that. I'm definitely picking that up because it'll burn out. Strength in reverse. You're willing to build. I feel like you've gained the inner wisdom, inner knowledge, inner excitement. I feel like you've had that inner strength, that inner practice. I do feel like you felt elusive to moving forward for a while with shit. I feel like you're finally over that. You give me this, I'm over that. You give me this strong, I was resistant for as long as I could be. Emotionally, I sat back as long as I could. I kept away, but I'm ready to start. I'm ready for and I think you're I don't think it's a shocking effect to you. I think you know it. I think you have the truth and clarity behind starting over, moving forward. You give me this strong, I'm moving forward. and I don't care what, like, are you coming with me or are you going to be at a distance? It doesn't make me feel like it bothers you any which way. I don't get like anything can fuck with you emotionally. I don't feel like anything can. I feel like you're just looking for the piece and to put the puzzle pieces together and you're ready. The Queen of Wands makes me feel like you're ready. Clarify anything for Cancer. You give me this strong, bold energy of I'm ready. Because you didn't put the work or the emotional connection forward in the past. You held off. You were resistant for a while. Some of you, it was 4 months. Some of you could have felt like it's been 4 years. I don't feel like 4 weeks. It's either months or years that you just held back. And now you're taking, you're bossing this shit up. You're moving the fuck on. You're like, yep, I'm moving the fuck on and I'm focused on stability. Everything else can go away. Everything else can stay behind me that didn't work out or didn't desire me or I didn't feel like it was going to make sense. Whatever didn't feel like make sense, I'm leaving behind. The train's left the fucking, it's left the area. Here we go. Let's go. Because you want success. You're all about success, victories, and love. And I think you're aware of this. I think you're very aware of this energy. I feel like Cancers are very aware of this. I feel like they didn't feel like it was something they could chase or they wanted to go after, but now emotionally they're opening up to the surface of change. This is going to be kind of different, but this card makes me feel like you spent enough time alone. You recognize I wasn't taking any risks moving forward. You were not moving forward. 8 of Pentacles reversed, but now you're recognizing it. Why the fuck am I stomping on my happiness? I don't fucking have to do this. Good for you. Here we go. 10 of Wands. I'm over the bullshit. It's not my imagination. I'm ready to open with passion. I'm still a little bit on the fence about exploring emotionally or opening up socially, getting the connection, but I'm ready to start. This gives me, I'm ready for the rebirth. I'm ready for the renewal energy with you. Here we go. Let's see what you get. 2 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. You're going to put the work towards it. You're going to be putting the work towards this. You're getting a future reading. And I feel like your message, solid. You should be trusting this and putting that work and effort towards it. 8 of Wands. Move towards that. It may produce that celebration. Emotionally, you may be still trying to put in the balance to do that and fight for that direction on an emotional front. Here we go. You'll do it. You'll do it. Because it's something you want to manifest. Some of you also will stay away from a fire sign. Definitely could be a fire sign or a water sign, whoever the fuck that's about. The Lovers could have been a love situation. Some of you, it was a love triangle. We're done. I'm not getting into that shit. Love and King of Pentacles. No, I feel like you are knowing your worth, respecting yourself, and going after things. You're not letting anything keep you behind or stuck, including yourself. You have a very, very, I've learned that I've held back or resisted everything I deserve and can have. And now it's time to get up and go kind of energy. You have a very prominent, I want it energy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like this is something, damn, I hope Leo gets a good reading like that. Like, shit. Like, your reading was on fire. Like, I want to read more. Like, I really want to, I'm going to read more. Who we shitting me? I'm reading more. I'm going to read more, but I'm going to crack the Red Bull first. Here we go. Cancers ain't fucking around. Cancers are like, yeah, it's go time, bitch. And you fucking know it. Tell me you don't. Tell me you don't. Here we go. What do we got for Cancer? Make it make sense for Cancer. Show me what you have for them. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Emotional connections. Ooh, here we go. Show me. What is the message? Cancer's ready to fucking I thought I said one of the signs was ready to rock and roll and shit. Could have been Aries, could have been I don't even fucking know what sign I said that to. You are fucking on top of that like nobody's fucking business. I feel like you've held off, or you felt, it's almost like you felt like in the corner, or you pushed yourself away from the I almost want to tell you, like, the connections opening up or making them rushing. You give me this, I didn't want to rush towards them. I didn't want to work with them. I just didn't want to do fucking shit, but now I do. Energy. You give me that strong energy. Why is that reversed? I almost feel like things weren't pleasing you. And now you're recognizing it's time to put the work in to find that pleasure, find that happy zone. Woo-hoo-hoo. Two of Cups, Prince of Wands. I want to work on it because I already know what I was resistant from or what I wasn't working on, what I wasn't putting any effort towards. But now I'm going to put work towards it. Ain't that some shit? And now I think it's pretty wise of me to trust it. I'm not upset about the endings or heartbroken over situations, investments that didn't work out. Nope. I'm all about finding something real. Show me something for Cancer, please. And that's real stability. That's true fucking love. You're in it to win it. And if you said that don't make sense, you're fucking lying, or you just haven't had enough patience with the situation with yourself because you deep down inside want those fucking victories. And you know you do. All right, that's what you get. It's probably going to be one of my favorite readings for this one. I don't think it's going to be the easy ones. I like the good ones. There were a couple other good ones, but this one was like, are you shitting me? It doesn't get much better than that. That was like, it's almost like you're not going to let Cancers just feel like they're very balanced and ready to take charge. Fucking take the reins of that chariot and fucking roll with it. And I like that. That makes me feel good. And I feel like you should want to manifest that because I don't feel like you've moved towards it. And I feel like decisions and balance with situations were hard and you were standing alone for too long. Well, now emotionally, you're recognizing if it wasn't happening or I wasn't investing in it, well, now I know I need to work on it, go towards it, invest in it, and trust that shit. Here we go. We're done. All right, Leo. Damn, Cancer. Cancer. You going to have to get out there. You're going to have, I hope you have some motherfucking fire in your ass or under your fucking chart, under your belt, because you're going to need that shit. You're going to need that Aries energy, that fucking Leo energy, a little bit. You're going to need some of it. Not all of it, but a little bit. You're going to have to get that fire come out of the water and then fucking, or you're going to have to be that, if you all water and shit, you're going to have to be that shark that eats that fucking prey, that goes after its next thing, fucking marks its territory. I don't know, something like that. Whew, I kind of liked that. So let's go to Leo. I don't like mixing the drinks, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's too fucking late. Here we go. What we have for Leo. Let's do this. Welcome in, Aries man. How you doing? KC526. I hope I'm going to get lucky, or you, Leo's going to get lucky. Itchy nose might mean luck. Could be fleas and shit. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, me fucking animals. 10 of Pentacles. Clarify anything for Leo. What is the deal for Leo? Where are you at? Oh, I feel like you're just at that crossroads of what is the deal with getting everything I want. I don't feel like it's surfacing or playing around or showing up the way I want it to. You give me this goddamn it energy. 10 of Wands. You may feel like things have been a burden when it comes to getting balance. It's probably testing the fuck out of your patience. You're probably getting to a point where you're like, I'm going to cut through anything that doesn't make sense. If it doesn't want to communicate, or I don't trust it, or it's unemotionally aware of, the stability or the recourse, you have this, why don't people listen energy? Why don't they trust situations? Why don't they figure out foundations or make them work? Why don't they show the energy of me? Why won't they do this? Why is everything surrounding me feeling like a fucking block or like a fucking rock, a heart crushed in a stone with fucking sword, 3 swords up its ass kind of energy? 3 of Swords. I feel this is fed up energy. I feel like you're fed up. You're aware of it. I feel like when it comes to thinking about this, you're trying not to. You're trying to be, it tells me you're trying to be resistant with seeing things that don't work. I almost get the energy. You're wanting to be resistant with things that aren't working out. Hold on. That aren't working out. The card that didn't want to go in, that aren't rushing in or making sense. I feel like you're trying to be smart or emotionally available, but I do feel like you feel left out in the cold, or you're just ready to see a new chapter start. Something's got to fucking give. Here we go. Show me something for Leo. Zodiac sign of Leo. Clarify anything you want. Make it make sense. The moon. You feel at a distance. Some of you, it's almost with getting to where you want to be. I feel like where it's getting to where you want to be in a love connection, or getting truth and clarity, or getting you may feel at a distance, or unheard. You give me this, I'm unheard, I'm moving away from that shit, I'm making that decision, I'm sick of this energy. You're like, I'm over this shit. Your eyes are closed in that Two of Swords, Six of Cups reversed, King of Pentacles reversed. I'm not trying to stress about it because I can emotionally, I see it. It's almost like I feel it, I see it, I'm sick of it. Here we go. I don't want to play with this shit. You're like, I don't want to deal with it. I want to put work where it's meant to be, because everything's not making sense or equaling balance. I almost feel like you feel really balanced, or you're trying to stay committed to balance. You may even be trying to learn how not to feel stuck, or feel. Don't surrender. Accept new beginnings, and if there's been endings or are going to be endings, let them end. Kind of energy. Seven of Pentacles. If it's not willing to balance out or show you appreciation, you might have to figure this one out for yourself on decision making. And Three of Wands. What's going to make sense? What's going to be emotionally supportive? What the fuck should I trust? Because at this point, nothing feels like it's coming towards me or making sense to me, and I don't like that upside down Eight of Wands. And I don't want to be that person sitting back twiddling my Leos. Don't like that energy. Leo, I'm a fucking Leo, born end of July, Leo. I know we don't like that energy. Eight of Swords, the Emperor reversed, the World reversed, the Nine of Cups, and the Wheel. Because emotionally, Leos can be very adaptable. But at the same time, if things aren't making sense, Leos rule their heart. And if things are wishy-washy emotionally or aren't working out in a situation, that's when they become their own strength. That's when they rejuvenate back internally within. I feel like you felt a little bit guarded emotionally, or even playing with the excitement, or the being even experimental right now. Some of you, this could be something about offers coming your way. Something about you may need to hear offers coming your way, but I don't feel like that has been your focus. I feel like you've been trying to focus on you and bettering the happiness, but also seeing changes around you and not being emotionally at a distance with outcomes, judgments, because I feel like you don't think things have been playing fair. And I think you've given a lot of thought to this. And you're not having it. Ace of Wands is you being passionate, you wanting to speak your fucking mind, say what the fuck you have to say, be pronounced with situations. Because at the end of the day, the Eight of Pentacles, if something's not going to happen correctly, it's not going to happen correctly. And I don't feel like you're wanting to be resistant. You give me this, I'm not going to resist. I can't resist. Like I'm not playing games. You have this, I don't want to play games. I'm too old for this shit anymore. I want more. We're going to get more for Leo and see if it makes any sense to Leo. Here we go. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Leo. Show me something that may make sense or be important that may resonate for them right now or in the future. I kind of want to see both. See if you can do it. See what you get. Let's have some fun. Ooh, let's see what we get for Red Bull. Fuck that. Oh shit, it gets warm so fast. I didn't have it in the freezer long enough, but I didn't want to make you guys wait any longer. What's here for Leo? What's here for Leo? Really now? Nine of Pentacles and 10 of Wands. I want more clarification before I set a damn thing. You could feel like things have just been, I feel like you've been trying to stay productive, but I feel like you've had a lot of things trying to make you feel like it's like not being as productive. Very back and forth energy with you, kind of keeping you feeling a little stuck. You may also feel like when it comes to, I almost feel like when it comes to moving forward, it's almost like I've got the clarity, I've got the understanding, but what is everything around me not? You feel like things aren't listening or being appreciative of situation. You definitely feel that way. And I feel like you don't want to feel that way. I feel like you're sick of it. I'm sick of investing in situations that don't make sense. I want something that's going to make sense or make me feel justified, righteous kind of energy. I want to be emotionally available. But why does it seem like everything's fucking backward? You give me this, everything's fucking wrong. Or clarify this. You're not trying to stress about it. Some of you are trying to let go of situations that didn't work out. Some of you, this could feel something towards love, towards a love relationship, or towards a career situation. Some of you, it could be both. The Magician, the Five of Cups. You may feel at a distance from being emotionally happy or invested with a situation, and that's not like what Leo likes to do. Leo's the happiest card in the deck, and if you came out upright, let's see why. Clarify Leo. Clarify Leo Sun card. Show us the business. What's the message? This is the first one that landed. The Star card and the King of Cups. You're really trying to see if there's going to be a situation that should make sense to manifest. Emotionally, you may feel like it's not showing up or you have no involvement or connection to it now. I do feel like in the near future, the work's going to be there. The work's going to be put in. Let's keep going a little bit further, and then we're going to move on to Virgo. Anything else for Leo? Clarify anything else. What is it? You got to trust the process, man. Or ladies, trust. I'm fucking double trust energy moon card. You got to trust the fuck out of it. Trust yourself. Trust the idea, the excitement of being happy. Of stay happy. And don't let the surrounding elements of your life or situations that you may not have power over take advantage of you. Because I'm feeling like that's not going to bring the victories or the happiness that are going to spin the wheel in the direction that's going to be the right investment to work with. The Emperor and the Two of Swords. Sometimes it's going to be about looking at situations, evaluating them, and making the right decisions while you do it, Leo. Focusing on the right investments, knowing not to move towards investments that aren't willing to move towards you or communicate with you. Because I feel like at the end of the day, you want to be happy, be in a celebration that's true commitment. And I feel like that is something you've been holding on to. It hasn't shown up yet. Doesn't mean it won't. It just tells me it hasn't shown up yet. You got 8-8 in reverse. It's clarifying this is for the single Leo or the Leo that has been having turmoil in love situations. I feel like you've given this a lot of thought. Some of you even let it go. Some of you want to work on a situation while others of you, Two of Swords, Knight of Swords, you're unsure of if it makes sense to trust it or if it's going to be emotionally balanced that is receptive or worth putting the work towards. Booyah. That's what I got for Leo. I enjoyed that a little bit. Not as much as I liked Cancers. Damn you, Cancer. You beat Leo. Cancer, you guys are on. You guys, I loved your reading. You may be the only reading so far that if I were to watch a reading back, it's Cancer. Yep. Let's go to Virgo in a second. How's everybody hanging in there? You doing all right? You doing okay, guys? Yes, sir. Okay. Do. Yes. I'm trying to slow down on the Red Bull. I'm going to run out of this shit. Oh, shit tickled my nose. Try to go up my nostril. Here we go. This retrograde has been kicking my ass. It can do that. It usually does that. It usually does that to many signs. You know what happens with me in retrograde? Either a lot of shit like you guys or a lot of good shit. Usually it's the opposite. For the majority that watch right now, retrograde sucks for you. For me, it's like game time. I was born into like 5 or 6 of them. That's why. Imagine that. It's like, fuck. Jesus Christ. It's kind of scary if you think about it. But it's like it gives me that like power, that vitality, that drive, that kind of acceptance. It gives me a lot of acceptance. Sometimes I'll go through spiritual growth during them. Not always, but sometimes they're there or they happen right before and then they end. And then I'll have like the fucking, I'll know something's changing because I'll feel it and I'll be like, okay, I know something's coming. I get all excited like a little kid in a fucking candy store. Here we go. Virgo. It's been a while since I've really put a lot of focus on that. The last thing I knew was if I put the effort towards my clairvoyance, that was going to expand. And then I think it was my little sister who got told that. Like, his clairvoyance is expanding by another medium psychic who had her own shop, like in a town, 2 towns down, 10, 20 years ago. I got a hold of her. And when my name got brought up, I was like, did she say anything about me when she said who I was or what I do? She's like, she just talked about, like not, she didn't say that she knew. She just said, clairvoyance is open. And I had already told people like 2 days prior. Like I could see it. That was fucking cool. It's cool when you get that kind of confirmation. That shit's fire. And at least for me. Let's keep rolling. What do we got? Virgo. That was a while ago. I feel like that was sometime in the beginning, maybe this time last year or a little bit closer to the summer. I don't remember. Here we go. 8 of Cups, reversed. Some of you know you had to keep a person away from you or not tolerate. You were like, I'm not tolerating. You almost give me, I'm not tolerating your ass, your insubordination. Hold on. Show me. I feel like another sign you dealt with really tried to cause a lot of havoc. You give me this havoc reading, like somebody tried to. There's a lot of chaos, and it feels like it was either emotionally they try to make you digest it. It's a little bit emotionally / willingly. I don't like who you dealt with. Some of you dealt with somebody emotionally who was like it was better to run away from it and just be aware that is the best investment for you. You knew that. I don't feel like you could work with a situation. Some of you, it was an asshole guy, and it wasn't fair for you to be upset. I feel like the patience was enough. I feel like they made you feel guarded, or like you needed to get like fiery out of your mouth, but emotionally you didn't want to have to invest in that or focus on what. Give me more. You also felt like the person, if this resonates, it's because the person was fucking talking shit out their mouth. You dealt with somebody who was talking shit out their mouth and trying to get others to trust what they were saying when it was bullshit. It was bullshit. I feel like it just made you stronger. It made you recognize what you don't want around you. Some of you recognized, get the fuck away from me kind of energy. Knight of Swords reversed. You're like, nah, bitch. Don't call. Don't show up. You became, it's almost like you needed them to become a figure of your imagination or just needed to change or get away from situations and not let anybody mess with you mentally. Because there's a lot of emotional turbulence here that I don't like. Here we go. Ace of Wands. I feel like you started to focus on your passions. Some of you had slow progress before you've seen victories happen, or you're still waiting to achieve these victories. 4 of Wands. Judgment. I do feel like just keep going down that road or trying to believe in yourself about achieving what you want. I also feel like whatever you struggled with isn't something you have to focus on, or I just feel like you won't focus. You don't focus on it. 3 cards tell me no, I don't focus on it. I don't want it around me. I'm emotionless to it. It's time for something new to start, and it's time for me to invest in things that are worth fucking while. That's the work I'm going towards. And you also give me this, I'm doing a lot of the work on my own energy here. Anything else? It could have been a fucking water sign for some of you that you had to get away from. It's telling me water or earth sign. Any other sign? Definitely earth sign. Water sign. Fire sign. Earth sign, water sign, fire sign. You had to make a decision and you had to adjust. I feel like you had to kind of adjust the way you looked at situations, or it's almost like this gives me the fucking craziest energy. Like somebody tried to get the better of you, and emotionally you were like, that's not happening. I don't think so. You cut them out, and I think you put work and effort towards yourself because you know that was more important. That was the smart decision. You were very methodical or smart. You had the wisdom, the knowing of what to do, and not to stress about a situation that you had to say, get the fuck away from me. No more. The wheels reversed. You said, no, you're not going to win this one over. You're not. This is fucking somebody that was nasty to you, whether it was to you behind closed doors or to you behind your back to other people. I feel like they got their judgment or the truth and clarity came out of the situation. I feel like something got exposed, the deception maybe even. I feel like he or she tried to hide this from the world. They couldn't. They couldn't. I feel like they tried to block your investments. I feel like I get they lost. I get how they lost energy. They didn't win this one. They wanted balance. They were hoping to fucking get something out of it, but it didn't work. Hold on one second, everybody. We're gonna read more for you in a second. Hold on. Just checking on the child. All right. I'll have to wait for that to come back through. Here we go. Let's keep rolling. We'll give Virgo a little bit more. All right. Here we go. Let's do this. Hey, Alban. Hey, Penny. Philomena. Cindy, if I haven't said hello. Hello, Lizette. I like that. It's different. Lizette, if I said it correctly. Here we go. Show me something else. Show me something else for Virgo. Make it resonate for them. Make it make sense at least. Do something. There we go. Judgment and emotions. Where are we going with this? Show me something. I'm liking some of these cards. A lot of these cards are looking like they're upright. You're going to get, I almost feel like you're going to, I almost feel like you recognize, not only did you recognize your worth, you put a lot of hard work and effort towards you, or that's what you're going to continue to do. Some of you have already established this. Some of you are trying to get things to work in your favor towards work you aim to achieve. You know what you're doing. You come off very goal oriented right now and very wanting to achieve. I feel like you're gonna get what you want. Some of you, it came a little bit easier than you expected. Some of you had a lot to kind of figure out, but it worked out in your favor quickly. While others of you, it's not so quick. The crazy thing is, I feel like what's coming towards you, Judgment, King of Cups, is something of love. Look at this. Something of love is coming your way soon. Show me something. A relationship may show up for you. I feel like you've moved on. You've accepted. You give me an I've accepted. I've been patient with situations, surroundings. I'm not letting things mentally upset me energy. Go anywhere you want for the zodiac sign. What are you wanting to play? You want to play with love again, or you'd be in. I almost feel like it's either coming. It's something tells me it's working its way towards you. I'm going to leave it there. It feels like it's more or less trying to travel in your direction. It is, and it's going to be. I feel like it's almost like you're going to get a gift. You might be gift wrapped a beautiful connection. I'm really going to tell you something may make you happy. I feel like you might have had some situation, or I just feel like you had some crippling or situation that was very they could have been, I don't know. I just get like somebody, if you were done wrong in a relationship, you're going to be blessed with a beautiful outcome in the next one. I get that that's coming. I can't avoid feeling that way. Like something good's coming because of what you were, the thickness of, it's almost like the thickness of the milkshake. But the milkshake was bad, but now you're gonna get that fucking smoothie that's fucking excellent kind of energy. Whatever the fuck that's about. Thank you for the super chat. Here we go. Hold on. Anything else for Virgo, real quick? Here we go. Okay. So a lot of you had to, I almost feel like a lot of you felt like somebody did put a lot of shock waves up you just for you to have to start over, embrace taking over yourself again, doing things on you, being your own advocate, your own boss, being your own solutions, whether it's you or others you care about. You may have felt like you needed to stay socially distant or had couldn't even approve of a relationship for a little while because of the situation. Somebody really tried to fuck with you, is what it's making me. I don't like that, and I feel like you recognized it, and I don't feel like they got the win here. I feel like it's almost like if they tried to serve papers at you or tried to serve you, they got served kind of energy, bitch. Like return to sender kind of energy. What the fuck? They got cut down. I don't think they thought you were strong enough to overcome the obstacles they put in front of you. They were wrong. And I feel like it's going to bless you with love moving towards you. It might have caused you a little anxiety or fear to want to trust even working with a situation, whether it's in love or working with them. I feel like you wanted to keep them out of a situation. You come off like I needed to focus on finance, not open up emotionally towards love situations for a minute. They caused a lot of anxiety. I had to cut away from them. They scored my heart. They broke my trust. Might have seen somebody for who they really were, kind of energy. Sucks. A lying piece of shit. I'm sorry, but I feel like your best bet was to say goodbye, good riddance, see you later. 5 of Wands, you're not coming, you're not stressing me out, and I'll focus on me, goddammit. That's how you come across. I'm not playing that bullshit game. We're not doing this kind of energy. I'm not having it. And true love may come towards you because of it. I feel like I'm going to leave it there. I feel like you may get that true divine connection. I feel like this is going to get brought to you. I feel like somebody really tried to fucking pull one over on you or on others around you. I don't feel like it worked. And if it did work, it's not things that are not in the light, that are in the dark, will come to light. Give it time. Give it fucking time. I'm telling you. Here we go. Why? Just you might not see this love coming towards you, but it's coming. You may not feel like something's gonna move towards you or be interested. This shit's fucking coming, and it's coming heavily. I'm done. You're done. You got like, if somebody, you're gonna have people that they admire your work, your ethic, your beauty, something about you. You're gonna have a vibrance that attracts. It's what's up. People are gonna be like, damn, I want that. That's the energy that you keep showing on my table. Let's keep going. God damn. You're like a hot fucking tamale. I'm not Spanish, but I thought that was funny. Let's do this. All right. All right. I'm gonna read Libra in a minute. God damn. Virgo. What the fuck are you doing to people out there? Oof. Let's do this. I feel like this is yet to happen for a lot of you. I'm going to say that before we do Libra. That's yet to happen for a lot of you Virgos. Give it time. Let's do this. Oh, shit. He lit upon Libra. Watch out. I think somebody made a comment about that in the past. Okay, here we go. Libra. What do we got for Libra? Show me the message. Make it resonate. I want to see where that's going. Okay, I'm done. I have to. It's knowing what to trust right now. Libra's like at that. I gotta know. I gotta have strong discernment and know what to trust. Clarify anything for Libra. Clarify anything that needs to come up. Some of you, it's knowing to let go of things that may not have worked out or things that you may not have anticipated going in the gutter, accepting it and being okay with it. Some of you have already hit that crossroads. I'm feeling like you're already there. You already cut through that shit. There's no more blemishes. There's no more toxicity. It's about moving in the right direction and trusting the fuck out of it, whatever the fuck that's about. Not resisting the change, but being a big piece of the puzzle to make it happen. Make that shit work for you. Make it make sense. Don't come off guarded. Be very aware of what you're doing and the outcome that you want. Some of you may feel like I've been patient with finding my happiness or moving towards it, or even wanting to go towards emotional support or connection. And I feel like, well, I don't feel like that's sticking around for much longer. I feel like you're cutting free of recognizing things that didn't work out, didn't communicate, it's over with. Just because that shit said goodbye, I missed the boat. So fucking what? It's time to start again. Start again. It's time to take the risks. It's time to move forward. You give me move forward energy. Here we go. Clarify. Clarify. Some of you it's with love. Some of you it's definitely with love. 10 of Wands, not taking burdens with you, not being emotionally distracted or upset, not letting it be the pillar of your momentum, or not letting anything stop you or put you out in the cold right now. Being your own, eccentric energy response to what can happen, what is yet to happen, what will show, what's coming. Bottom. I don't think you found the action with this yet or the social conclusion, but I feel like you've been at a distance with it. So if you have not been socially academic past the platonic energy, this is probably for you. So you're going to start moving in that direction. And I think you're going to start honoring it. Some of you, it's about honoring that energy and accepting it. You could be a guy, by the way, or a lady who just hasn't emotionally wanted to move towards working things out in an old situation. It's like you put a stop or a halt to that shit. I feel like you want to see new things develop. You've let go of the heartache or the things that caused anxiety. You've said no and goodbye to it. You've given this thought, and now you're ready to recognize loving a situation. But you don't give me a lot of I stress about it energy. Why? You want it though, but what did you make it a decision on? You made a decision that it's got to make time for you, invest in you, and it's got to be fully transparent or correspond 110%. 110 fucking percent, or you don't want anything to fucking do with it. What the fuckity fucker? So you have that Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. It's got to show the true investment, all the investment, for me emotionally to even want to look at the investment, because if it makes me feel any which fucked up way, I'm not trying to play that shit, because it's got to be that 110%. You're there, and that's how it's coming across. Nine of Swords. You may have been upset with endings, and now you're those endings, you've made the decision to emotionally withdraw. You've recognized, fuck that. It didn't work out. It is what it is. I'll stand my guard. I'll be on my own. I'm not going to rush towards a situation or a celebration that doesn't want to commit or play with me or isn't showing up for me. Why is the death? You're ready to start over. You have a I need to start over energy with something brand fucking new. And I'm ready to put the work in. And I know I'm strong enough to do this. What? You're passionate about it. Your heart's open about it. I just don't know if you've tried to align yourself towards it yet. I don't feel like you have. I'm not giving you any more of that tarot. We're going to pick them up and give you more. Let's keep going. Let me just see. I want to see what the message says. I'll read that while I pick these up. Okay, I can respond to that later. Nothing too crazy important. All right. Need a little bit more. Whatever may resonate for them. One more. Two more. Well, I think 4 is good. 4 feels right. What is it? What is it you got for Libra? Show me something. Specifically for this side. What do you want me to say? I love it. I love it so far. Happy card. Happiness. But let's see where you go. No, I'm not surprised. You're going to look at the cards that wanted to hit the table. Happiness fell out and the 7 of Pentacles. I am not fucking... I feel like you felt at a distance with the investments of happiness. It's almost like your reading is like shit's gotten to an extent where it was to be continued. And now you're moving out of that energy. Your heart's open and you're emotionally available for it. You could have had your heart broken by a fellow air sign, fire sign, or water sign. Next 3 cards that came out, but you're moving away from that. I feel like you've endured it with the Strength card reversed. You want balance, but what's slowing you? What's holding you back? What's holding you back? You're still a little indecisive on putting the work or the investment towards a situation for some of you. The world, the Ace of Pentacles, it tells me you really would like this, but it tells me you're still hesitant here. You're still hesitant, but this is something you would like to see manifest. Let's give you a little bit more before we go to Scorpio. Anything else for Libra, please? 3 of them. I don't know. They all wanted to follow. You're hesitant. You're hesitant. You're aware that you're hesitant, but you want the power of change that's in the middle of that and understanding it. Give them something in the middle of that. You haven't moved forward yet. You will. You will. Judgment and Ace of Pentacles, that's your reading. You're gonna move out of that energy, that funk. You're gonna do it. It's more or less just getting over the nerves or the thinking of it and just having the victories happen and putting the work and effort towards it. That's your reading. 3 of Wands with the 6 of Wands. 9. It's almost like you had to recalculate or rejuvenate yourself or step back. Some of you, it's more or less, you have a reading that was like Cancer. Like some of you, it was about time management with yourselves and self-respect before you were going to move forward. But I feel like it's inevitable for you. I feel like I'm going to give you a little bit more. I wasn't planning on it, but let's just clarify. Yes or no? Show me a yes or no card, please. So no. A lot of no's. Just tells me no. You haven't done anything socially, or I don't feel like you found that connection yet. You have not found that connection yet. It's the only way this is going to make sense. 10 and 10. Complete 3 10s. You're coming to the completion. And I feel like a lot of you had no choice but to fucking be patient with the situation. I don't feel like you're going to need to be patient much longer. I feel like you were patient. I feel like you were patient, and I feel like you weren't communicating with people more than on a platonic scale. I don't know who the fuck it's for, but this is what's coming out. Here we go. You were not moving forward. And I feel like that judgment's over. I feel like that you're recognizing emotionally it wasn't doing anything for you, or emotionally you were letting go of trusting what you had identified or what had hurt you emotionally of the past. Trusting it, going through the emotions, the experiences, recognizing I got to start over, but I got to know when I'm ready to start over, when I'm ready to move forward with my passion, become grounded, become centered, emotionally be available. Not lie about making the decision of leaving things out that didn't work out, or that left me out, or that I had to leave out. It's both for you. Some of you got left out. Some of you got left out. Some of you left them out. You becoming aware that it's time to start putting work and effort in areas that you've held off on. And I have a feeling you're recognizing that now. And you're knowing that I've been a little bit on guard with opening my heart or moving towards love. And guess who needs to fucking work on that, or who's about to start to do that? You. We're done. All right. You have a very you have a dominant energy. It's like a relaxed dominant energy. It's strange to me. It's throwing me off a little bit. Huh. It's gonna be the judge. I'm done. We're fucking done, Libra. No more. All right. It's gonna be the outcome. Give it time. Give it time. Give it time. I don't see you being alone for much longer. I did pick up that could be a back and forth energy. Some of you, I do feel like a lot of you are women, but I do feel like there are men that are included. It felt like the women overpowered that more than the Cancer reading. It really did, though. I don't know. I'm just going to say what I was feeling. Here we go. Okay. Huh. What do we have for Scorpio? Make it resonate. Take what resonates. Put it to you that way. Let's do this. My nose must be dry. It is itchy. One more shuffle. I don't want to bend these. 9 of Pentacles. Let's see what you're going to get. I wonder what you're going to get. I'm lighting up for Scorpio. Just so Libra can't be like, oh, they lit up for me, but then you get light up for Capricorn. I let my cigarette burn out during your reading. Got focused on trying to give you whatever could come out for you. Here we go. Scorpio. What's the message for Scorpio that wants to show up? What is the message for Scorpio that wants to show up? Show me something. I'm just going to shuffle on the hands and see what you got. Show me for Scorpio. I feel like some of you are waiting on a decision. I feel like the decision's already happened, whatever the fuck that's about. I feel like you had to trust getting the outcome. Some of you may have felt like it wasn't ever going to work out or you weren't going to get balance. I feel like you did. I feel like something makes me feel like something was holding you back or made you feel like it was trying to hold you prisoner or hostage in a situation, some work situation, or something was slowing down the capabilities of it. You might have felt nervous about getting balance or justifying, and then all of a sudden you got the judgment. It changed in your fucking favor. Woohoo! I feel like that's what happened for some of you. The Emperor reversed, the Four of Swords, the King of Cups. I hate to say this, but some of you ladies may have felt like a man tried to fucking get over on you. A man may have tried to get over you. It did not fucking work. They tried to make that work. They couldn't get away with it. Shit got balanced out. Emotionally, you were at a distance from them or not. I get the energy. You are not only emotionally away from them or emotionally unavailable, you are not speaking to them. I get that off of that 10 of Cups. The Empress, done. We're done. Look at Queen of Swords. I feel like they wanted you to come towards them, but you were like, no. Nope. Focused on me. Kind of energy. My passions, my investments right now. And I'm not going to let anybody get in my fucking way. Some of you might have thought of starting over or did start over with somebody else. Doesn't mean all of you did. Some of you may have started, it stopped. It didn't work. Didn't stress about it, became aware, emotionally started investing in yourself or started investing back into a situation. Could have been an air or fire sign, whatever the fuck that's about, or you feel the connection with them or you think about them, whatever. Six of Swords, the Devil, the World. They could be an earth sign. The three. I don't feel like you're burdened or upset when it comes to relations. I feel like you've outgrown, like, you don't come off like I want to have a pity party over anything fucking right now. Like, I don't want that to be my focus. I can't do that. That's not what I want to focus on. Show me something. When it comes to love or moving forward or getting balance or trusting your decisions. You also may feel emotionally that you're learning how to become more gifted with inside of trusting yourself. You may be connecting on a higher spiritual level to yourself right now. And I feel like that's a message that I should have said weeks ago. Here we go. Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Fool. And you don't want anybody to play with your emotions or try to come towards you that it's going to disrupt anything that you're working on. You're not having it. You have this, I'm not having that energy. It's almost like you're like, when it comes to this, the 10, you have the 10, and the Sun, then the Queen of Cups, then the Queen of Pentacles. You would have to see something come towards you so clean, so productive, so honorable, so desirable, that makes sense emotionally and fulfillment and happiness, that it's worth putting the work towards it. You come off like that or you're not moving towards it, you will not fucking move towards it. Because you have this, I'm strong in my production energy mode. I'm strong in my foundations. I'm strong in what I want. I'm going after what I need or what feels right to me. You come very prominent with that energy. Okay. Give me something else for Scorpio. I want to pick them up and do it again. I want to see what else I can get. See what we get for Scorpio. Scorpio, the message I'm seeing for you, if I was trying to tell you what I understand, the way I view shit, is you're very, you're not letting anybody else take the ball and run with it. You're not having that energy. You're like, fuck that bullshit. You're like, I'm moving towards calmer waters. You know, I don't feel like you're worried about going towards celebrations. I just don't feel like you're letting anything get in your way right now. Or willing to. You give this, I'm not willing to let that happen. I'm being the entrepreneur or the boss of my fucking life energy. and you know it. Here we go. I like that. I like that a lot. You're fucking doing it. Do it. Do it. Do it, baby. Do it. Do it, mister. Mister. Get this thing off of me. I feel like you're on that. And if you've been to a situation that you tried to put work in that didn't work out, you've cut ties with it. This tells me if you dealt with some fucking bullshit, you said, get the fuck out of here. I'm not playing that. You're like, no. You cut free of that shit because it wasn't worth the anxiety or being upset or the toxicity that's in the involvement. You became aware that ain't happening. You were like, fuck that bullshit. I can open up emotionally towards things that that center me, keep me grounded, keep me focused on who I am and what I'm going to achieve or rush towards. What's meant for me energy. Hold on. Show me something else for Scorpio. I almost feel like you're very in your own, you're in your own power. You give me a strong, I'm in my own power and nothing's going to defeat me right now. You come off very collectively strong. And I feel like you're getting backed by trusting more yourself spiritually and honoring yourself a little bit more. You have a strong integrity and a spiritual connection that's guiding you to like the right principles, purpose, focus. It feels good. Hold on a second. That's probably the best investment right now for you. And eventually I feel like you will find time to commit towards other things or make it be more available. I just feel like it's a time thing for you. I feel like you're going through a change. And I feel like if you stay focused on the happiness or the awareness of staying happy as you basically go through this situation, you're going to win or you're going to gain more. Show me something for Scorpio. Show me a message. It landed on the sun. You're not trying to be burned or upset with anything that you've dealt with, whether it was a love connection, moving on from something that worked out, or just couldn't be a part of you. You give me the energy where I'm all set on my own, and I've made that decision. I've made that self-sacrifice. I'm okay. Definitely made the fucking decision. I love it. Four of Swords. You don't think about it. You're not emotionally fucking held back by that shit. You're very far away from that because you came to a conclusion or an honest revelation that you couldn't trust a fucking situation around you. You became very aware, and I feel like that was your power. I feel like that was Scorpio's power. That's fucking beautiful. I love that shit. And I feel like if you knew you couldn't work with it, you said good fucking riddance, goodbye, see you later, get the fuck away, go away, because I need to find balance in the right outcomes, because that's who I am. That's what I'm about. You know that about yourself. And that's the element of surprise that I think you may have had to shift to show somebody. You knew you had to cut somebody away from you. There was somebody that was emotionally clingy, or they were just emotionally immature. They weren't as evolved or grown. And you became aware of this shit and cut free of that bullshit because you were more receptive to knowing how to love or be loved. I don't think they were. I think they still had a lot to learn. I think they still had a lot of endings and new beginnings that they hadn't worked through or found yet in life. What the fuck? They didn't get these victories or have the experiences that you've acknowledged, or they didn't have the forward growth or momentum that you had gained. They didn't have this. And that's probably why that relationship could not bloom. I don't feel like it stressed you out. I feel like at one point you might have felt guilty about moving on. What the fuck? But you became aware emotionally, this is not my burden. This is not something I can fix or tolerate kind of energy. Eight of Cups. It's why I'm releasing it. It's why it's got to go. I'm done. That's what I have for Scorpio. Shit. Thank you. I like that you like the backdrop. I was going to change it, but I didn't do that yet. I'm going to change it soon. I want something less. Well, actually, the next one's going to be just as fucking colorful. Who the fuck am I kidding? All right. Let's go. Sagittarius. Let's do this. Let's do it. Scorpio. What the fuck is really going on? You have that. Scorpio's just good right now. I like your energy. It's up there. You're one of my favorites too. Guy, I have to give Cancer's up there. Scorpio's up there. I don't know who else I like other than you guys the most so far. Maybe Virgos. Maybe it was Virgos. Libras wasn't bad, but I think Cancer and Scorpio are taking the power over. Like for me, taking it and running with it. Hey, it's good. It's good. It's good. Sagittarius. What's a message? Try to give them something that will resonate directly to them. Give me something for them. Ooh, what do you get? I wanted to come out so bad. I feel like you had to leave something behind and start on your own. Did you have to get away from a situation that was unhealthy, or that made you feel unapart of it, or like it just gives me? I don't feel included. I don't feel respected, and I don't like that energy. It's not me that doesn't like it. It was you who didn't like that. It's almost like the tolerance became too intolerable, so it became decision time for you. Nine of Wands energy, which I consider your card for you to move on. Start going after your manifestations. Start embarking on emotionally accepting things that make sense to you. And a lot of it had to do with your firm awareness of stability, putting the work and growth towards it, not being emotionally upset about what you have to let go of, or that what wasn't fighting for you, or you felt like wasn't paying attention or aware of what you had to offer. And I do feel like this wasn't easy. I do feel like you've overcome it with the 10 of Wands reversed, and you've let go of being associated with it or being emotionally available towards it, and you've learned how to trust that respect within who you are. You've turned the table. You fucking turned the table. I feel like something wasn't showing growth, and you couldn't be mentally frustrated with it. I feel like you had to start over and work on yourself and trust what you're doing so you could achieve balance and be happy about the direction you're heading in. Not be stressed out about situations when it came to love, or thinking about situations that emotionally became unavailable or stressed you out. Something stressed you out, whatever sign it may have been. It's not with you anymore. You moved away from this because you recognized it's not honoring you the way you would honor it. And once you had that discovery, you give me once I discovered it, I let it go energy. I said, the fuck with this. See you later. Ace of Swords, we ain't doing this. I'll invest in my own. I'll invest in my own shit, my own beauty. Ace of Pentacles, baby, my worth. You became very clear about this. You had to let something go that wasn't working. It was just getting worse over time. And you became very fucking aware that it wasn't showing any appreciation or being available for you. It wasn't fulfilling the requirements that a relationship should fill to make it feel like it works. And I feel like you became your own reasoning. I also feel like you may have had a hard time communicating with this person, or they didn't like what you said. What? They may not have liked what you had to say when it came time to speak up. Four of Wands reversed, the Emperor reversed, the Six. It was about letting it go and not being stuck in a situation that it felt like it wasn't taking direction with you, or admiring, balancing out the happiness, making things work evenly. You became very, very in tune to seeing it with your own fucking eyes. The judgment wasn't the work was, it's like you guys couldn't mend a situation. It was unmendable, or the communication, somebody wasn't listening. Whether they thought you ain't listening, you thought they ain't listening, it could have been that bullshit too. Emotionally, I don't feel like you're surrounded by that. I feel like you're surrounded by wanting to work and see changes, forward progress of healthy change around you. And I feel like that's probably the smart outcome for you to take care of for yourself. Let's pick these up and do them again for Sagittarius. Here we go. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? I'm gonna drink Red Bull. Oh my God. I need some Red Bull. It's almost like you didn't approve of shit, but then they would try to talk about what they didn't approve about you. And it was like you guys were fucking running in circles, but getting nowhere. And one party would listen more and be more invested than the other. Some of you, the Sag, you felt that way, but it felt like it was like they were like not doing this, giving you the same validation that you would give them, or the same open ear. And it kind of got fucking sickening. I'm picking up something like that. Fuck that. Here we go. Show me something for Sagittarius. Show me something. Resonate. 3. What do we got for Sagittarius? Show me something for Sagittarius. What do you want to show them? Show me a message for them. You had to stop. You had to stop putting the work and effort into it, or you had to accept the outcome. Could have been an air sign, maybe definitely an air sign, earth sign. So far, air, earth, or water sign. Definitely air, earth, or water sign for some of you out there. We show you. It just wasn't making sense to be upset about it, get stuck on the outcome of it. 9 of Cups, emotionally withdraw from a situation that wasn't emotionally putting the time and effort into you. It got exposed. That tells me it got exposed. And you knew it was time to let it go. You knew it was time to let it go, or you had to accept being away from it. Because it wasn't producing the thing that is necessary. Happiness. Develop. It wasn't moving in the right direction. As much as I hate to say that, and I feel like you know that. I feel like when it came to getting the passion, it became suspended, stuck until it stopped, and now it's time to rejuvenate or start over with a new celebration. Move on, energy, baby. The World card. They may have played games. Somebody may have played games. 1 minute they were trying to act like you were the problem, but then they wanted to work out the problem because of their own problems. I'm all fucking set with that energy. Queen of Cups reversed, the Prince of Wands reversed, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, 7 of Cups, the King of, they were back and forth with, do I let you go? Do I let you in? Do I let you go? Do I let you in? Do I let you go? Do I let you in? I feel like the answer is goodbye. See you later. Here we go. I feel like you had to trust knowing what was best for you. I'm fucking done. Fully commit to the trust with the situation. It became too much like a fucking beehive that wasn't fucking making sense to calculate. It may have been emotionally draining too at points where you were like, what the fuck? 2 of Wands, someone's got to make a decision because this doesn't feel right. 9 of Wands, and emotionally, I'm tired of being drained about a situation that I want to see work out or be committed to. Where's the balance? Star, it's an overreading. You had to let go of a situation, or you had to accept them letting you go. That's what your reading's telling me. I feel like you're very aware of what happened. Here we go. The Emperor reversed, the King of Cups, the King of Wands. It just it's almost like the thing that would ignite the excitement or the fire in the relationship, it burnt out. This tells me it fucking burned out and things fizzled down to where it had to change and you had to be that productive one. And now it's maybe time for you to start focusing on things that can work out. I feel like it hurt. The 5 of Wands makes me feel like it made you feel like, how could this be? I never wanted this. I never expected this. I didn't see this coming type of energy. But I don't feel like it stopped you from wanting to put work or growth in yourself. It didn't. It fucking didn't. It may have hurt and stung like a bitch or like a fucking 1,000 bees at one point, but I feel like it didn't stop you from honoring yourself. That's good. So I feel like you were still able to honor yourself or learn from a situation, as hard as it may have been. And it wasn't going to stop your growth. It might have stunted you for a little while, but it couldn't stunt you forever because it became part of your past. You became the best investment for yourself. That's a lot of self-respect. You had a lot of self-respect, but I feel like it took a while to trust that shit or to acknowledge it and cut away from the shit that wasn't playing fair or working with you. It might have taken a lot of resilience and strength for you to acknowledge this ain't working. Victory reversed, and now it's time for me to start over in a love scenario. And say goodbye to shit that just wants to give problems or be fucking problems all the time. I ain't got time for that shit energy. I'm not going to stress out about that bullshit. It's not working. What am I doing? I'm lying to myself. That person's lying to me. We're lying to each other about a situation. It's almost like I had to let go of the situation because it wasn't true. It wasn't true. When it came to balance, it all fell on lies or toxic fucking connection. And I feel like you couldn't do that anymore and became very open and aware that it was time to release it. I am so over that. Whether that's what was done to you or you did that in this scenario, I feel like it was mutual to an extent. But it just feels like somebody, it feels like you couldn't win. I feel like no matter what you did, you felt like you couldn't win in a situation. I hate shit like that. Let's go. I feel like you wanted to, but I feel like you knew the win you got was letting go of putting in work and effort into something that stopped investing in you. And you know what's last? You recognizing I need to invest in me. Fuck. That's what I got for Sagittarius. Wow. Let's keep rolling. Listen, this isn't me trying to gaslight you guys. This isn't me trying to upset you. This is not me trying to what the fuck is the word? What the fuck is the word? This is not me trying to trigger you. This is me trying to get to the bottom of shit that may have happened and shit that may be coming or is happening now. That's it. All right. Let's keep going. We're going to go to Capricorn. You can't be afraid just to be the person you got to be. Speak your shit and walk away after the fact. Star card and the Tower reversed. Maybe a magnet to things changing. I just get this has been coming up. It's just changing. Things may just work out for you. Give me the strong things are going to work out for you energy. And you're probably single. If it hasn't started yet, I don't feel like you need to stress about what's going to happen. I feel like you're going to be needing to, what you're going to focus on is focusing on career and your health for a little while. I don't feel like you're going to want the drama of situations. Go to the bottom for some reason. You don't seem overzealous or over worried or preoccupied with things that didn't work out. I feel like clarify this queen. No, it's the Princess of Cups. Clarify that shit right now. You have the Princess of Cups. You're okay just being where you're at. You give me this where I'm at, even if it feels like I'm not moving as fast as I'd like. And it feels like it is towards a celebration or love. I don't feel like it's keeping you stuck at all. The Wheel. The 10 of Wands reversed. The World. You don't feel like things are slowing you down when it comes to commitment. 8 of Swords, 7 of Wands, the Queen of. It's almost like you're feeling like you can trust or embody your own. It's almost like you really rock in the world with who you are, or that's what's going to happen for you for a while. Let's go. Show me something else for Cap. What do we got for Capricorn? You may not have went towards things of social excitement. Like I'm going to tell you, like jumping into the next best thing. Some of you may not have rocked the boat, pushed the envelope kind of energy. This tells me you haven't done that yet, but we are going to clarify that 3 of Cups. Clarify this one. I want clarification for Capricorn. Clarify that 3 of Cups. What's happening? You have not moved towards the next. I almost said victim. You have not moved towards the next relationship, but I feel you're emotionally willing. I just don't feel like you've put in time into it or made it part of the equation. You've been in a distance with building towards this. I feel like you've kind of balanced out recognizing emotionally. Do I really want this new beginning? I'm going to say yes, you do, but you're not moving forward towards it or being upset about it. Something like that's going on. You may start to get I'm done. You may get communication. I almost feel like it's like you gave up on investing in it, and now all of a sudden it's coming to work with you. And I feel like you may be too busy or preoccupied with balancing other shit out. It's kind of different. Let's keep going. If it's something you've dealt with, you're going to tell them no. Or if they try to come towards you as a victory or emotionally available, definitely could be a water, air sign. Water, air, fire sign. Whatever comes towards you, I don't feel like you want to go towards it that you've dealt with. This tells me no. Let's see what the next card is. No. Ace of Wands reversed. Let's do it again. No. Let's leave it out in the cold. Should we try a third time? You recognizing it needs to die or stay dead. Chariot reverse, not moving towards it, emotionally accepting and having the willpower to know better. Holy shit. Here we go. Because you want true love connections. You want somebody to love you and respect you the way you would have honored them. You're not, it's like, I'm not about it. I'm not about playing. We're not doing this. I'm not playing tag. You know what I'm saying? Tag, you're it. No, I'm it. Now you're it. And fuck that shit. And I also feel like it's not your main focus right now. I feel like your well-being is going to be your main focus, or maybe somebody around you, and also your career develop. I almost feel like something's going to come up, creep up on you. Like that situation is just going to show up or be available. I didn't get any clarification though with what you would do with it if it did show up. Anything else for Capricorn? Let's see what we get. We on Capricorn BTS. Capricorn. Let's do this. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel, everybody. Here we go. Holy shit. Love. I'm telling you, this is going to creep up on you. You're going to find an investment. I feel like you're going to find something. Some of you, if you dealt with a water sign, fire sign, give me another sign. It's air. I feel like it's air. Air, water came out too, reversed. Water, fire, air sign, it's a no. You want a brand new start. It's telling me you want a brand new start, or you're kind of on the fence, it makes me feel like, or resistant to going towards something. It's got to show you that it really wants you, or that it means to be a part of your life. Something about, if it doesn't show me true authenticity, fuck off. Capricorn's like bold with that. I'm not gonna get stuck in this Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands energy, moving towards a situation I don't trust. The Queen of Wands, you have that Queen of Wands, the Temperance. You've already made this decision. You're not playing around right now. You're like, no, fuck that shit. Emotionally unavailable to it. Emotionally, I don't feel receptive to dealing with shit that's gonna make me feel left behind. Look at the World card in reverse. Left behind. I don't want to feel like I'm drowning or having to let go of something, to put work into it, to move towards it, to start to communicate. Look at this. Start to communicate for it to be the 10 of Wands energy. Shit. To be shit. Two of Pentacles. I made the decision, and mentally, I'm not going to let shit exhaust me. I'm going to focus on the victories I can have right now that I can have. I'm not, you come off very like, no, leave me alone. I'm going to open up when I'm ready to open up. And that's your reading, because you just showed up. I'm going to open up and invest in somebody emotionally and start the growth in the momentum with it when it feels right and when I trust it. Because I've learned there's a lot of shit when it comes to love I can't trust with people. Holy shit. You're going to go towards it. It might not be somewhere you've been, but I feel like it's because it's got to feel like it's something you can really invest in, not something that you can't trust. And you know that's what you're looking to see change around you. That's the sparks or the butterflies that you want. Because if it's coming around and it's like if it's coming around, it's balanced, it's coming around, showing a little bit of passion, it's trying to balance out, but it feels like it's playing. If it's not making you happy, you'll focus on, okay, I can be my own happiness. I can be my own security and strength. And I'm not going to let a judgment or an outcome stop me from where I stand. That's your reading. And I don't feel like it's a fear. I feel it's you releasing stress or emotional availability to putting in work towards a situation, knowing that you may not be able to fully trust that shit. It's almost like if it tries to teach me that it wants to come and go, I'm not going to put up with it type reading for Capricorn. You have I don't want to put up with that. I don't want to start and stop. I don't want to start and stop with any fucking body energy. I don't know. It's just what I get. Here we go. Let's go. I don't know how accurate that one was for Capricorn, but we'll see in the comments after the video and leave it there. Capricorn, you just have this, it's like a tenacity of it's almost like a self-acceptance, wanting to see something beautiful arrive, but being okay or kosher with accepting that what you want is almost too high on the bar, and it's going to be really hard for somebody to get over that bar. Whatever. So I'm getting, and I feel like you're not letting go of that. Like you're gonna hold that light and shine that light bright and high. Whatever. I'm good. Emotionally, probably know that's the smart move for you, and that's the way you want to see things work. And I feel like you're being the better part of acceptance on a situation, because it's got to make sense and balance out. If it doesn't, go to the bottom over here. 9 of Wands. You'll become emotionally distanced from it. You won't open up to it. You won't want to communicate. You won't want to put the work towards it. Fuck, you won't. I know you won't, because you'll feel like it's not worth the outcome. It's not worth putting that work towards or moving towards. It's got to show me bliss, happiness, love, contentment, every fucking thing. I'm done. Your reading's getting like powerfully crazy. Like you're like, you might scare a motherfucker off. like your reading is like that. Like you might come off so, and it's almost like they're gonna have a hard time until you express it, or if you express it too early, it might scare a bitch. I'm done. We're done. We're gonna read Aquarius in a second after I drink some Red Bull. All right, we're gonna kill the heat too. All right. I actually like it, but it feels a little too eccentrically, like with the it's like you're with the party and you could go without the party. And if you show too much of it, it might scare them off. I don't know. It just feels very, I'm not going to say aggressive, because I feel like you're very calm, but if it pops out, it's like the other person, as long as they're not very like shy or emotionally held back, it'll be okay. But if they are like that and reserved, they're going to run. That's all I'm saying. Here we go. Like if you weren't afraid to just put it out there, fuck, that person didn't know how to like grab a hold of that, or they were going to be running hightailing the other way, something like that. Let's go to Aquarius. I don't know if a lot of you will do that, but it feels like the ones who would do that, it may scare them. It's fucking crazy. I don't know if I've ever dealt with a Capricorn. That makes me wonder. Like, I kind of want to know if that's how it's gonna roll. Oh my God, I wish I could videotape this shit. That's fucked up as that. It's like, I caught you, bitch. She or he did that. I'd be like, turn the phone around, or just put it on me. Like, they're not coming back. Oh, maybe it's a little exaggerated. Who fucking knows, right? Let's go. Aquarius. Take what resonates, Aquarius. Leave the rest. Show me something. Give me I had to release or start over energy, or I'm willing to start something new energy. What the fuck is this? I also feel like you may be trying to figure out more ways to emotionally be available, or emotionally figure things. You give me, I want to invest more, or I want to be something about, I want to be deeper with knowing myself or my internal energy. What the hell? Queen of Pentacles. Also, the investments you focus on, I feel like you want to see them not just flourish or be available for them, but I feel like you have this like, I need things to you give me I need to be able to learn how to be a little more in tune with things that around myself, so I can give it to other. What the fuck is this? You come off maybe very spiritual. Very, very spiritual, but you may be also career oriented, or you may have had blocks trusting some of the outcomes of working with situations that you became aware of or had truth and clarity on. I almost feel like if you were trying to like figure things out, this is going to be, that's too far of an analogy. It's not that deep, but it is kind of deep. What I'm getting is, it's almost like if you were trying to acknowledge more of your internal strength, spiritually, you're not going to give up. I get this. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to put the work in it, but I can't lie to myself or overthink a situation. Ten of Wands, Knight of Swords. It's been tough to understand, or I feel like you want to be like more spiritual. You give me, I want to become more spiritual, more psychic, more medium. Some bullshit like that is strong in your energy. What do you have? Some of you may feel at a distance with what? With moving towards seeing things develop in love. Some of you may practice more with trusting your spiritualism or trusting yourself and not letting things make you feel hurt. Five of Wands, letting go. You have a lot sort of letting go. The Chariot and the Three of Pentacles. You come off where I'm going to start again. The Eight of Wands to the Two of Cups. I'm not going to let love upset me or be an emotional burden. I'm not worried about that, but I do know I have to start doing something. Clarify. You have to start putting love into situations you haven't done. You haven't done that, and you know that you're not doing that. That means no. King of Wands, no. I've been hung up in suspense. I've been putting work in other areas. It's time to focus on love, baby. It's time for it's time for your heart to zap you into that mode of putting a little more cherished desire in a desired outcome that you're going to appreciate or fall in love with. Some of you could be putting a lot of love and respect in yourself right now. Holy shit. Not surprised. Not letting things hurt you, moving towards situations, feeling like things didn't change or shift. You had to let it go. Wasn't your imagination. You wanted balance, but you didn't get the victory. You could be a very single woman, by the way. Queen of Swords, cut a bitch out, said, I don't trust you. I'm trusting my fucking self. I feel like that's where that trust energy is coming from, whether you're a woman or man. May have felt like you were lying, or when it came to growth or being patient with situation, it wasn't worth the stress. So you had to embody the energy of not being emotionally available for it and putting work and effort towards yourself and making the decision. All right? Four of Cups, the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, Prince of Cups reversed. I almost feel like you didn't feel like it made sense emotionally or practically to move towards love for a little while. It wasn't sparking your interest. I feel like you decided to say, you know what? I'll wait on it. I'll wait on it. And I think it's almost like you hung it up. You hung up wanting to move towards the 10 of Cups energy. I don't get why you did it. It's telling me you weren't putting effort towards it. You cut it out. You cut away from it. Everything says I wouldn't do it, or you had to leave something behind. You might have to leave a dude behind, some of you women, because a guy keeps coming up reversed, or just the work and effort. Why is it always the prince? Why is it always the king that's reversed? Did you cut somebody off? Did they cut you off? Some shit happened. There's no more development here. And I don't feel like it became something you became focused on anymore. I feel like it became something you emotionally released. Let's keep rolling. I'm going to give you some more. Let's give Aquarius a little bit more. See what we can get for you. I'm telling you, I feel like you got to really focus on your intuition, your inner knowing, and really crush the boundaries. It's the only card that stood up, like staring at me. Trust yourself right now. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of value to you. Whatever your sex may be, doesn't matter. I feel like you have a real spiritual essence to learn right now, to gain an acknowledgement that it's going to be something that just happens, flows, shows up, you achieve. Maybe you're going through an awakening for some of you. Here we go. Or will be. I'm going to leave it at could be now or will be. Show me something. Aquarius. No, I won't. That didn't feel like it was coming out hard enough. Here we go. Aquarius. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? You had to let go of things you had to let go of shit that upset you. It's straight up telling me anything that bothered you, you said goodbye. I can't do it. I'm learning to accept that if there's no passion, desire, commitment, involvement with a celebration, I'm not going to lie to myself about what the fuck's going on. I'm going to emotionally pay attention to myself or focus on myself energy. I can't be emotionally available for situations that are going to stress me the fuck out. I've got to trust in myself right now. You had to really be the best inspiration for yourself at times. And I feel like this was behind closed doors. Here we go. The King of Pentacles reversed to Temperance. Some people were burning the fuck out of your patience, and you are very aware of it. I feel like you've outgrown that obstacle. Ace of Cups, I feel like the next obstacle is appreciating entering the phase of accepting going towards love. I feel like this hasn't shown up or you haven't put the work towards it yet. Some of you may have felt like there was a situation that didn't treat you fairly with love, and that's what made you resistant from taking on the risks to moving forward. Well, emotionally, I feel like shit could change for you. It's telling, this is making sense if you have not really given into a lover. If you've been back and forth in a relationship, I'm probably not picking up your energy very well, maybe very bits and pieces. Lovers, you got to commit to love. I'm telling you. 8 of Swords. I feel like that's what you've been holding back on. Look at this shit. You've been holding back on the victories of love. We're done. Love, love, love. And that's what you need for balance right now. It's the work that you haven't made or the effort for the stability. I feel like you've put a lot of work and effort in yourself, but you've unincluded putting the work and effort towards your happiness in a love situation. It's fallen out. You've let it go. And it's time to balance that shit. Trust it. Not think about it, not hesitate, just move on. Some of you emotionally know that's what you would love to see happen. You know that's what you want. Why are you resisting this? Career, other people, or trying to just focus on you. Career, other people are just trying to focus on you right now. But at the end of the day, I feel like you're not getting what you want. And that's that new beginning. You're getting the start. You're staying at a distance from it. Some of you are not accepting to be hurt or focus on the hurt that you had. You've changed that, but you still know you're not putting work into the things that did fall apart. This is like a situation where it's about what do you really want and are you willing to go after it? I don't know. That's what I'm getting for Aquarius. I want to get a different story. I want to get a different story so bad. I don't know if it's going to let me. I can try. Maybe something else right now. I'm not even going to shuffle it. Show me anything else for Aquarius before I move on. Here's a little bit long, but I want something else. You're gonna figure this out. I'm done. You'll figure it out and you'll invest in the things that you're not invested in or haven't invested in you. So if you're very single right now, that's probably, if you take the time to put the work in, you may just find what you're looking for. Why is that reversed? Because emotionally, I don't feel like you've put the work or effort into it to find the happiness. I don't feel like you've done this. You've imagined it. You've thought about it. You just got to work towards it and trust that it's worth it, or that it's available. I don't know. That's what I'm getting for you. I got to go on to I almost said Capricorn to Pisces. I don't know. I just feel like you've been dedicated to other areas of your life. This is probably for a very single Aquarius. You come off very unintrigued, but also very trying to learn about yourself, spiritually or emotionally. That's what I'm getting for you. And I think that's your next trick to put work and effort in. Just so you know, Aquarius. Now we'll go to Pisces. All right. Pisces. Let's do this. Let's do this for Pisces. In a second. How? Pisces, I'm going to make yours a little bit longer just because I made yours. I kind of cut. Actually, Pisces is going to be the only one that gets the Kipper deck because you didn't get it in the last reading. So I'm going to give it to you in this reading. Hell to the yeah, why not? You're getting the Kipper deck because I didn't have time for it in the last reading. And I felt bad about that. But I also was like, shit. So what happened there? I had just enough time to give you the Kipper reading, but the bus showed up 6 minutes early. I was going to give you 4 or 5 minutes of that Kipper. And you know what happened? The bus showed up early because they had one less kid to drop off. I'm like, that would happen. But it's all good. You get it in this reading. Pisces. Here we go. Red Bull. What do we got for you? Leave it. Let's go. Bend them. Here we go. Pisces. Whatever may resonate for them. Oh, didn't want to go. Change. Change, and it's on its way or you're going towards finding it. I feel like Pisces is in an energy where changes are going to happen and you're just going to accept them or move towards them. It feels more like you're moving towards them and trusting the fuck out of knowing it's what you need right now. You have a very like strong adaptability right now. Whether it's love, whether it's career, just knowing I need to do something. I need to make the changes or I have to accept anything that falls in front of me and just make things work. What? Here we go. Manifest. You're going to manifest the fuck out of that. I like it. So far, I like shit. I don't know where it's going. Let's go. Investments. You're going to invest, I feel like emotionally, in what's important. The 10 of Pentacles. But anything else, it may take a little bit before you see new things come towards you or things start to actually shift. I feel shift. It might take 8 of Pentacles reverse. It may not happen right away. It doesn't make me feel like it's a complete no. It's going to be slow. Let me tell you, it's going to be slow. 9 of Pentacles, it's going to take time. And I think it's more or less of you accepting the change and acknowledging what you want, trusting it, and keep trying to manifest it, and it will find you. I feel like that is your message so far. Here we go. Show me something for Pisces. 9 of Cups. 4 of Swords. Don't overthink situations right now. Be your own boss. Stand your ground with situations, or even if there are things that mentally upset you, let them go. Let them in emotionally. Let them out mentally. Play with being your own best friend, your own everything right now. Your own best ideas, your own best investments, and let go of anything that feels like it doesn't make sense. Some of you had already acknowledged to do this because you had truth and clarity that a love situation wasn't going to work out. It wasn't fighting for you or you weren't showing up for it. It feels like it wasn't showing up for you. Could have definitely been another water sign, fire sign. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles, be the best version of yourself right now. Stand your ground and move in that direction. You will achieve balance. I feel like my message for you is you will find true love. I'm going to tell you the victory may not show up immediately, but as long as you don't focus on a situation that has been done or having any anxiety or fear about that, look what comes towards you. Love, 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 love. Give it time because that happiness will find you. I'm telling you. Here we go. You may have felt like somebody deceived you. It's not something you're focused on. Somebody did deceive you. Somebody was lying to you. You have the 7 of Swords, the Magician, right in a lying. Somebody was lying about making a decision, investing in you, emotionally being available. It became part of your past. I felt like you wanted to communicate until you recognized the lies were just too much, or it was too much damage. I feel like you emotionally respected yourself. I feel like this also makes me feel like you had to basically let it go and be kind of smart enough to say, this isn't making sense. I got to go. It's time to move. I'm not intrigued by what you've shown me emotionally or the lack of security you've provided. I'm done. We're over. This is gone. I can't do that. Could have definitely been a fire. I'm going to tell you fire, water, air sign. 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you started to really embark on trusting yourself or looking at things on a calculated scale of what the fuck's going on around you and accepting it for what the fuck it is. Good. You started to trust yourself. That's beautiful. Here we go. Clarify it. Because you knew there's the only way you were going to get balance or fucking peace. Sorry to say it like that, but get peace. That was the judgment outcome that needed to happen. You had to let go. Cut a situation away from you. Get the fuck away from it kind of energy. Get the fuck away from me energy. 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups. And it may take time before you find that awesome support emotionally or that social connection. You may hold off for a little while. Or some of you already have done that, whatever. Here we go. Some of you, I'm done. You have already done that. It's telling me right after I said it, you've already done it. You've already held off from building the investment. Strength, 7 of Cups. Because it's like you don't want to focus on something. It's almost like you don't want to repeat the past. You don't want your imagination to get carried away in the happiness that ends up being toxic like what you just dealt with. Whether it was a fire sign, air sign, maybe water sign. I feel like it's about being patient and at peace and focusing on the things in front of you right now, Pisces. Let's pick them up and give you some more. And we'll give you the Kipper. I have no idea. I'm going to try to give you the Kipper. I didn't really work up 11 signs before the Kipper, but I'll do what I can with that. I'll just see what I'll come up with saying something and see where it goes. We'll see what you get. Maybe we'll hit home for some out there. We'll see. Show me more for Pisces. Take what resonates. Make it resonate. That's it. That's all I care about. Make some of it resonate. That's all. Here we go. Hello, Tina. What's up, Mystic? Hey, Jackie Moss. Let's do this. You're not playing around. Some of you had to cut away from a fire air sign. 8 of Wands. When it came to going towards it, you felt like it was something that could have. I feel like you wanted something to work out, or the person came around. It's like they came around, messed with you a little bit, or messed with you, almost made you feel like what's going on. They did make you feel like what's going on. 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords reversed. It was back and forth, but it wasn't really giving you like high hope. Something about I lost hope for the privilege of seeing a success or a victory with this connection. Could have been an air, fire sign, water sign, by the way. I feel like you've recognized you're not the one, and I need changes, and I need to develop not being stressed, have patience, kind of go back to my own area and not worry about this or let it affect my happiness. I don't think you were going to let anything block you from your authentic self or contentment, or let anything move towards you that's going to pretend. You were like, you're the great pretender, and I fucking see it. Some of you saw it for what it was. Show me. You had to cut away from it. You saw the bullshit. And I don't think that was something you were looking to see. So now it's going to make you trust yourself, work on yourself, and get the judgment and clarity you need. And that's all you need right now, is trusting yourself, believing in yourself, because that's the decision at hand, right? Clarify it. Don't stress and just focus on your stability and what's key and vital in your life. I'm telling you, leave out anything that upsets you emotionally. Keep it at a distance and just put the work and effort towards you. Don't think about what had happened at all. Just know that whatever had happened might be a blessing that you have not yet discovered. If anything, it made you stronger is what it's telling me. It just made you stronger. The Death card, the Hierophant, it taught you how not to be. It gave you resilience, but it also gave you a little bit of self-preservation, self-awareness, something like that. And now emotionally, you're learning how to trust the next best thing that'll come towards you. But I do feel like it's going to be a little time. Look at the wheels reversed. It's not going to happen immediately. I already gave you these. It's repeating the fucking reading. Prince of Pentacles. It's going to take time, baby. I'm done. It's not rushing in right away, all right? All right? Let's go to the Kipper for Pisces. And I don't know if it's that you're not going towards it or it's just not showing. I feel like it's you. I feel like you're like, nah. You come off like, nah, fuck that shit. Nah. I'm good on my own, baby. Fuck that. I don't want it. Get it away from me. I'm good here. I'm content. I like it. Here we go. Might not be for all of you, but the ones that it is for you, it's almost like you've transformed into a high resilience and respect for oneself. You've definitely upped your game in your awareness on being okay. It might have taken a while to want to do it, but once you did it, and some of you did it, y'all did it. This is a fucked up part. As I see, a lot of you did it at different stages. It's not like you all did it. Doom. I see like it almost. I almost feel like I'm looking at a graph. Here we go. Pisces. What's the message? Some of you got to figure out a work situation, and you're not going to get stressed about fucking love, like I've already told you. You toil and labor. I need to focus on work and career. I'm not going to be duped in love situations. Clarify the Lovers in reverse. What the hell? Journey. It's not going to be I'm not letting it phase me energy. Your thoughts are over that shit. Some of you, for a while, you held back. You're probably a woman that held back from the community. It might have made you resistant to wanting to come around people until you said, what am I doing? All they dealt with was a false person. Could have been a fire sign, by the way, that just whatever the fuck, high honor, thief. Somebody came in and just tried to be something that they weren't. And I feel like all it did was give you a gift of accepting a message that wasn't ever supposed to get delivered, or that you might have to stop yourself from sending a message. Whatever. I'm done. Here we go. It's a lady that might have had to say goodbye, good riddance to the main man. Said, nope, this ain't fucking happening. You might have even let it upset you to where that person may have. I just get broken promise energy. I have strong broken promise energy with this official bitch, and it's a dude. Message of concern, distant horizon. You didn't live close together, or you never eloped. You thought that's where it was going to go. Never. I'm going to tell you, it never happened. Some of you, it didn't happen. Some of you could have had children with them. Some of you have your own children. They had children, or you had children. They didn't have children, but it never made it to marriage in the courthouse, or whatever the fuck that's about. It ended before it could even arrive. And I feel like you're going to focus on your wealth. I feel like that's going to be what Pisces focuses on. Let's give Pisces another one. Let's do it again. I feel like you've learned. You come off like I'm not anybody's fool's gold. Very strongly to me. Here we go. The main male, the message of concern, distant horizon, marriage, bad health again, great fortune reversed, official person. Same fucking cards came out and I shuffled them. Same shit. I feel like some of you tried again, or did. Some of you didn't. You weren't close, or there was. I don't want to trigger anybody, but somebody was fucking lying. And I feel like the guy was just trying to tell you whatever the fuck he thought could control your thoughts. Might have even acted like he wanted to spoil you, but you never knew where the fuck he was or what he was doing. You might have felt like, wow, I hope you didn't give a bitch money. Some of you may have gave them money and then you regretted it after, or you backed off from the community. You didn't leave the house a lot. You might have felt like when it came to the journey of love or being a female, you dealt with a false person. You wanted change. The expectation wasn't there, and it took your pathway away from you. You may have felt exhausted at home. You may have also recognized I need to focus more on on career or money situations over a fucking man. Some of you came to that realization. I also feel like he was going to try to tell you whatever the fuck he was a swindler. You dealt with somebody who was going to swindle your shit, or just try to provide a bunch of shit, or treat you like somebody who's privileged, but it was false imprisonment or lies. It was deceptive energy. Courtship, occupation, concern, and they wanted you to hear whatever the fuck they had to say, just like in that courtroom. It would have been over before it started. It would not have lasted. It wouldn't have. You would have been married for like 6 months, 2 years. That shit would have been done. And somebody would have got somebody for the better. Somebody would have took somebody for a ride. Fuck that. I'll do it one more time because I don't like that I got the same exact shit at the beginning. Show me something else for Pisces. Anything else. Just in case that or the first one didn't resonate. Show me something else for Pisces. 3 shuffles. You guys waited and I couldn't give it to you, so I'm delivering it now. Here we go. Show me something for Pisces. Whatever needs to be shown to them. Show them, Kipper. Focus on your great fortune. Don't focus on the false person. Focus on change. Some of you would like to be committed, but I feel like you escaped a courtship that was probably going to be unhealthy or toxic. You would have felt imprisoned. You probably would have ended up in courthouse. Fuck. You probably would have ended up in courthouse. Fuck that. And it would have left you in despair. Fuck that. For a little while, it would have felt right until you recognized, you know something? I'm not the main thing. This isn't the opportunity, and I'm left out in the cold. And I should have seen that coming. I feel like you did see it coming, and you escaped that. And you should be proud of that. A lot of you saw shit for what it was. Fool's gold that wasn't true to be true. This is what I have for all the zodiac signs. If you like my content, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all for coming in. I hope you all have a good night, a great weekend. I'll be back. I'll see you later. I'll be back. I'll see you later. Have a good night. Bye, everybody. Peace.